The charts are bold, daily bands rapping stories untold. Flying with rockets through the AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Flying with rockets through the AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Treadmill, the pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Flying with rockets, scooter AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts, midnight glory. Splintering in awe, it's blending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Wake up, sleepyheads. Good morning, sunshines. Good to see y'all. It's so sunny outside. It's bright. Gotta come with sunglasses on. How y'all doing today? Oh, as always, glad to see you here. Hello, hello. Love the morning waves. Love the morning rockets. You guys give us love every single morning. I love seeing rockets in the morning. My favorite things. I'm gonna rocket today's trading day. We're gonna rocket our spirits higher. We're gonna pray to the trading gods that we don't get crushed by FOMC and one of the 20 other things happening today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the #1 best live futures trading stream on the planet. Fastest growing. Best dog. Coolest trading platform. Funnest eye doc. And of course, most handsome all of you. Let's get it. Morning, Matt. Love the hair. Oh, my hair actually like combed today. So it is. I combed my hair for a hot minute today. Waking up, just not crawling out of bed, running to work. Funny, funny, funny. Hit that like button, guys. Do me a favor. Lucas Craig, good morning. Simon Dean, good morning. MS, good morning. Kevin. Actually hit that double espresso instead of normal coffee in the maker, so you're ripped and ready to go. That's a good miss. You know, one of my favorite, the little things in life. One of my favorite things to do in life was to get like ripping high on some kind of stimulant and like playing Halo when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like I would just be like, I'm like Adderall, Mountain Dew, let's go. And that feeling you get when you're just like, you know, connected and you're just like, I'm You know what I mean? You're dialed in and you're just like backflip headshots. Oh, that's the best way to do it. I think we're ready to go. Travis Sonic, good morning, man. How's it going? How's it going? Bryle, hello, Milky. Hello, Sean. Hello, Giannis. Hello, Relax Vibes. Good morning. Good morning, Fabian. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Ski Bum. Charlie, time to scoot. Anyone in a trade? Oh man, Fabian, not wasting a moment. Anyone in a trade? Let's go. Looks like we had a little bit of craziness up and down last night, back and forth. Kind of market, I feel the way it looks like now. You know, as much as I want to hype up today as being such a big deal, what do y'all think it's gonna be like some kind of massive, like disappointing thing today where nothing happens but just like chops around, you know what I'm saying? And then earnings comes up and then it just does nothing. Watch. Trader 77, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get it. Wealth Codes, Relax Vibes, Yellow World, Merlin Grays, Andre, Space Futures, Kevin G, Ashley Brown. Good morning, good morning. Candle Scalper, Kevin, Scott, Ryan, Yogurt Pants. Hey, I'm Wavy. Did shrooms one time. You're a teenager and played Halo 2. Never played so good. You like shooting the walls and stuff. Did you think you played good or did you actually play good? Actually, the chemicals in mushrooms and LSD actually enhance brain activity. It's been told. You know, Steve Jobs invented the iPhone on an acid trip. So, you know how that goes. Chopped up last FOMC. It was pretty choppy, yeah. Let's go printing money today with Matt. Let's go printing money today. You were cooking? Dude, it's the best feeling in the world. When you just like, you're connected like the like the joystick or the arcade or like the freaking controller is like an extension of your brain, of your soul. And you're just like in the game itself. No delay, no latency, nothing. Got to like 47 ranked on Halo 2. That was pretty hard. And that was the time when people were boosting and doing a standby hack. Like in Halo 2, I'm not gonna lie, I could not get past like 46. You had to be like hacking to get to 50. You guys Halo 2 players back in the day? You had to stand by your modem to get to 50. I never made it past like 46 at the best. You know how it was back then. You guys remember the Halo 2 days. All right, we're back. 40s for dude, crazy insane. What's up, morning nerds? How's it going? Okay, I did make some trades last night though. I did that short while Brad stream hanging out. So you guys all about that one. Simple triple B bounce. Thought about buying the dip on that big dip there, but not yet. Okay, I gotta do. Wait, hold on. I gotta do something here. What? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Do me a favor on the way in. Hit that like button. So we always need you to do that. More likes. It means the more you really like me in real life. It makes you feel like I have a lot of friends and I don't feel so lonely. Hit that like button. My mom will be happy for me. All right, 71.14 down here MHP bottom near DD band. So we got a cluster pivots down in there. 958. All right, baby, right down here. Wait, 26.9. That's way out the charts. Get down here. Oh, cluster pivots. Well, okay, cool. So today, I'm gonna tell you guys, we got a bunch of fun stuff lined up. This is my TPT Pro accounts. I made another 9,000 to start out, or I'm sorry, 8,300 to start out the day there. I got some Lucid Flex and Lucid Pro mixed up over here at the bottom. And we get ready to roll. The trade last night was Triple B. What? Hello? Oh, I see why you're turning backwards. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for breakfast, babe. All right. Here. All right. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Your shame moment? Is that what you're telling me?
Thanks, babe. I thought she was doing some like strange dance number or something, you know, like it's no. She was just working her way to avoid nip slippage. That's funny. Speaking of performance enhancing drugs, I gotta take mine right now. This one enhances my performance by preventing me from dying from high blood pressure, so hold on. Because you can't trade futures when you're dead. Ooh, I got a matcha. Man, when mom makes my breakfast every single morning, she gives me the best treats. Yeah, that's good. All right. Hypertension. Mad honey will fix that. Mad honey. What is mad honey? Tell me all about that. Okay, last night trade. Remember, guys, Triple B, 1947 on VIX futures front month contract, which is May 26th, right here. Oh, hold on. Move it to the side. So be careful. Over here to the side. Put this on here. 1947, right there. Y'all see that? When VIX ran right over there, right over there, right over there, right over there. Right when we tapped, got like really close to it, I loaded up on a short. And you know how volatility spontaneously evolves at that moment in time. Whenever you are, reacting to that, volatility can just happen. You see how volatility just happened? There's a little bit of a switcheroo from all that hedging related to VIX. There's just like this little, you can expect volatility to get bigger. So, it was like nice and tidy. And then all of a sudden, boom, boom. Here's Triple B bounce. You get a trade like that once or twice a month whenever you touch it. Doesn't mean that it's guaranteed, but if you're already sort of like, right when we got close to it there, I just loaded up. I actually closed right at the bottom too, which is kind of nice. That was pretty much like the midpoint ish of the not the midpoint, the half point between the gap. I don't know if we actually filled it on NASDAQ. Little gap up there. About like right there. About like right there. Close it out. Easy peasy. 20 GZ. No MHP today? Yes, sirree. Well, MHP just come out at 8:30 in the morning. So as soon as we roll this market open in the next 30 minutes, which, gosh, with 30 minutes to kill, how you guys doing today? Did y'all miss me? I'm on high blood pressure medicine. Oh, I'm high as a kite with blood pressure. I had to be. It's genetic. Apparently my family has blood pressure, but I have some family members that are like, oh, I have blood pressure all my life and I still smoke and drink and I ain't dead yet. So I'm like, that's good. My mom's like, my cholesterol's been through the roof since I was a teenager. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're all pretty all right. But according to my doctor, I still got to take some medicine every once in a while. My brother's been on blood pressure meds since freaking like high school. It's crazy. But I like to say, every superhero, every superhuman always has a weakness. You know what I'm saying? Just eat real food and you'll be fine. Oh God, I don't know, man. Candy and chips though, like all day long. Actually, I've been eating, she makes me like basically eggs every morning. That's my breakfast. What'd you have for breakfast? Eggs. What else? Eggs. Plate of eggs. That's it. Grandmother smoked from 15 to 85 and stopped cold turkey. Now she's 94. That's crazy. I feel like blood pressure is not a cause of your issues. It's just a like it's an assistant. Like people just like die of high blood pressure. You die of something else, and high blood pressure made it worse. But it's got more blood. It's like a machine, like more pressure, more force, more friction. Things wear down faster. I get it. Yeah, I'm an engineer. That's what they tell me. All right. I'll take the little pill every day. The one that makes your feet swell and all that stuff. Whatever. Stay off statins. Yeah. No statins. No, they tried to get me on statins. I'm not taking it. Not taking it. They tried to give me statins and cholesterol. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna work out more and eat better. Cholesterol is good for you. That's what I feel like. Cholesterol is good for you, right? That's what they tell you. Eat carrots. Wait, why eat carrots? Were y'all talking about carrots last night on Brad's stream? I missed that joke. Something about Papa Les, and you guys are talking, and somebody said y'all were talking about carrots. Or when I stream. Bass. Eggs would eat every morning. Breakfast food. Yeah. Bom, 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 bom. Hot, soft carrots. It's getting steamy in here. Brad likes them. Does Brad like carrots? Is that what he said? What kind of carrots are we talking about? Like just raw carrots? Are we talking about carrot sticks with ranch dressing? Are we talking about boiled carrots or like the carrots with the cinnamon on them? You ever had carrots and cinnamon sugar carrots when you were a kid? Like Brad loves them. Brad hates them. He no cooked carrots. Wait, Brad can't eat cooked carrots, bro. No, I'm telling you, I feel you. Like when you're talking about when they like cook them and they're all like gummy and mushy, almost like mashed potatoes. Reminds me when I was a kid. They would little carrot slices. They were like glazed with like sugar and whatever. Oh, too much. Can never do it. I saw the flavor. Yeah, I can't do it either. Mushy, nasty. You guys smush them with your fork, and it's like turns to a little paste. Yeah, it was like cinnamon sugar kind of carrot. You never had these things when you were like in like daycare, elementary school? They would come like pre-made in a giant can, and the lady would like slop it on your tray. Anywho, it's part of life, guys. I feel like I would have high blood pressure since I have a high functioning brain. That's what I tell myself when I was younger. I found, like I got more oxygen, I got more blood, I got more pressure. It's more fuel. It's more fuel for the combustion engine. That's probably why my brain works the way that it does. It requires a little bit of extra fuel than the average brain, I guess. I don't know. That's why I eat a lot of candy. Brains need glucose, damn it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, actually, I have like a super sweet tooth and a sour tooth, and I'm not gonna lie. My doc's always busting me. She's like, what did you order? This box. She's like shaking it. I'm like, no, nothing. Don't. I'm like, it's for my computer. Don't open it up. She opens it up, and there's like 3 packs of atomic warheads, and I'm like, what? I was like having a nostalgia moment from when I was a kid. Come on, babe, it's the variety pack. She's like, you bought 3 bags of warheads? I'm like, warheads? They're so sour. Like when we were kids, we also had hot warheads. You guys remember hot warheads? They had the spicy ones, which are hot, and then they had the sour ones, which are really sour. They don't make the spicy ones anymore. As a matter of fact, I was looking online to see if they still made them. I didn't like them because they were too spicy. But apparently, it's a myth these days. People are like, no, that's Mandela effect. There was no such thing as the hot warheads. I'm like, yes, there were. I remember them sitting right next to the sour ones. They were just like spicy, like a hot, and they were different. There was like a purple one. I remember there's a red one. You guys remember hot warheads, right? Couldn't do it. They were gross, but we're talking like 90s. Oh, I worked at the concession stand. I told you that story at the baseball field. We had hot warheads. That I do know. Do I like gummies? Regular, not weed ones? Like gummy candy? Yeah, like my favorite kind of candy is like gummy like Sour Patch Kids. It's pretty much like the epitome of the best candy ever made. It's chewy, it's gummy, it's sour. Oh, so good. But also my preferred intake of THC is always of the gummy kind as well. I don't like the smoke to keep my lungs going good. Can we see your trades, Rocket Scooter? Yes, you can. Right here on stream. You see on the right? I've got a Lucid 150K account on the screen right here. I've got some TPT accounts over here. Hold on, let me bring it over here. Let me load it up over here. Yeah, I do my morning upkeep. You know how it goes. Trade a bait, mobile just, or trade a bait, web breaks down. You know, every once in a while I gotta reset it. Bum, 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 bum. I'm rocking these bad boys, these Take Profit Pros over here. I've worked them up to just the 5. I had 100. So one of them's made 13,000. One's made 13,000. One's made 10,000. I started these last week. 2 Mondays ago, somewhere in there. So I'm up in the 5 Take Profit Pro. What is this? 38,000. So Come on over. Come on over. You look different. I don't recognize you with the clothes on.
Hey, don't expose me like that.
You expose yourself. Hey,
Oh, but you send me up for that one.
What are you working on?
Stuff.
Stuff?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff?
That's why you need to focus on reading.
Red Hots are so good too, Giannis. You know what I like about Red Hots? They're it's the chewy texture of a Red Hot. Red Hot candies.
I know it's.
No, they're like candy coated cinnamons. They're like the Skittles cinnamons, but they're not. But they're more crunchier. They're so like the texture. I just love like they turn. Yeah, it's like once you bite into them, it's like a mouthful of gum. Haven't had those in forever. I don't even know if they're still around. Meiji grape gummies are the best gummies in the world. Never had them. Grape flavored Haichu. So Haichus are really good, and my favorite Haichu is the soda flavored. You like Haichus, babe? Haichus? What's a low chew? Oh my god. I'm gonna leave her alone. Am I trading FOMC news later? Yeah, so I'm trading FOMC news later. We wait till about 10 minutes or 15 minutes for market opens to start talking about the market stuff. Yes, today is FOMC. Yes, today is Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta earnings. Huge. Hold on one second. Load some of this down. Big old prop score release coming out very soon. Even cooler, better things. Already good to see that some of our newest prop folks that we're talking to, Funded Seats, one of the newer ones on the scene, featuring us on their website already. It's kind of nice to see. I'm going through and getting all the stuff ready. Today's a big deal, right? This week is a big deal. We also have GDP. We also have PCE and core PCE on Thursday. Today, tomorrow is like the mind fuck of all days. You have to be very, very, very cautious about, but I'm going to trade it. Oh, I am. I'm trading props, and there's no fear when trading a prop. You can just go in there and have fun with it. Personal account, the way I treat FOMC is pretty simple. There's one of two ways. Either A, I've got a preconceived bias that I know that something's going on that nobody else knows. Like I just am like, the market's been selling. I'm like, but data's good. And FOMC comes out and I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna YOLO. Let's go into it. And I might long in one of my accounts, and then if it falls and that account blows up and loses, then I've got like 15, 20 other accounts still there, and I just pile in at whatever low pivot I've got. That's if I'm bullish. And I've done that almost every FOMC, which like sacrifice one. That way, if it goes up, I made some money in one. If it goes down, I made money in the rest. Right? Account splitting is a big part of being good at props. So that, or I have no clue what's going to happen, which is like today. I have no clue what's going to happen. So I'm probably not going to go into the meeting using a sacrificial lamb to take something. And you have to close it pretty quick, because sometimes when like the FOMC announcement comes out, it just moves and moves within like maybe 2 or 3 seconds. So you got to get that trade and close out really quick. So like if it just pops really quick, I'm like, oh cool, take the profit. I hear something. What's that sound? Is that a pickle? Be it a pickle? Buddy! Buddy bear! Buddy! Hey, show him bang. But you can only see it if they're by the door.
Okay. I don't have a treat to give him. Oh, your eggs. Okay. Wait.
Just pretend.
Y'all see me? That really see me?
Yeah. You can see only if he's on the edge of the rug. Hey, you're good.
Here. Oh, he's so confused. Dang. I have to have a treat. A little bit. Hey. Ready? Down?
Bang.
Okay.
That's his new trick. Hey, Papa Les come in this morning with $20 donation. Oh, that's 4 boot camps. Thank you so much, bud. Don't let me forget. to give a little giveaway in a little bit. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Normally in FOMC, I recommend sitting out into it. FOMC happens in 3 stages. So usually, essentially, the initial decision is made, and that's very predictable. We're going to tell you within the first 5 minutes, the market's going to do whatever. About 100% chance we get a rate cut. As a matter of fact, there's only a 20% chance we get a rate cut by the end of this year. Fed funds futures, and I'll show you that in a second, has completely shifted its tone because of the inflation going up, the Michigan numbers going up, and all, and PCE going up, and GDP going down, or slowing down. So the first 5 minutes, the market's probably going to do nothing. Okay. And then the next 25 minutes until the press conference, the market extends its volatility, especially now because we're above BBB. And so it's not going to move like this, but the range is going to get bigger. So I'm going to say is whatever range we trade in for the day, FOMC is not going to break it on the decision. It'd be weird for it too. It's so predictable. It's already priced in. In the 25 minutes, we might expand the volatility again as people sort of pre-position for the press conference, and then the press conference, the volatility gets crazy. The second mode that I told you about earlier is either A, if I'm already bullish and I just went along and then buy the dip and let it run. I'm never bearish in the Fed. So you're not going to see me let me just short just in case of Fed. Never. Never do I like to short a bull market like that on a gamble. So the example is if I have 10 accounts and the bull side, I might went along in one of the accounts and then it busts and then I get to my big target and I can long the other 9, right? If one goes up, I made a little bit. If it goes down, I still made a lot and I just lost 1 in net profits on both sides. So both trades are winners. If I think it's going down, I avoid. I let the market move to some pivot and then I just jump in on that. If I'm not in a trade and it goes up, I just decide to miss out. Now today, the market... What is he barking at? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Normally in FOMC, it's really wise to sit out and only react in the press conference. If you think the FOMC is going to be some kind of change up, you have some way to predict that something's going to happen or whatever, you put the data together yourself, then that's how I bet in FOMC. But normally, most days, I'm going to sit out into it and just kind of take a trade off of press conference, which is when Powell comes through and starts talking about the next meeting. Now, press conference today is also going to be a waste. Let me see really quick. Let me get my stuff up here. What up? Do I have the data up here? Oh, here it is. Press conference today is going to be essentially dead in the water. Nothing's going to shake the market either. Oops, wrong one. So there's about 100% chance we get no rate cut this time. There's only a 3% chance we get a rate cut by June. So the next 3 meetings is almost no rate cut each time. And under current conditions, unless inflation changes, and tomorrow we're going to have the data because PCE comes out tomorrow. PCE core, PCE regular, and GDP all come out tomorrow. These are 3 of the 4 of the Fed's decision-making metrics, right? Those are the things that are going to line up in the Fed's decision. And as we know, the way GDP's been lining up and the way that core PCE and PC's been lining up, this economy's cooked. Economy's cooked, guys. We cooked. Cooked. We're fried. What's up? Oh yeah, I'll eat in a second. Gotcha. Thank you. That's PCE price index. 2.8. Core PCE 3.0. It's just not coming down. GDP quarter-over-quarter growth is in decline. Real GDP is slowing down. Real GDP is topping off. The curve is flattening. This goes negative for a month or 2. You're in a recession. Get ready for it. It's, again, worse every time. So, yeah, the Fed's not going to cut rates. As a matter of fact, Fed's probably not going to cut rates this year. You can look on the probability split, and you can see over here that there is no... It doesn't even become a 25% chance until September 15th of 2027 that we get 1 rate cut. So the trend is right now, the Fed has absolutely abandoned their effort to cut rates at all whatsoever, period, until conditions change. So right now, nobody's betting on rate cuts this year at all, 10%. Very low odds. So the press conference, so the way the Fed works is currently, you get today's response and then, the market moves a little bit. And then the 25 minutes leading up to the press conference, people start positioning for whatever. Today is going to be the big bad earnings. So people are basically like, let me give you an example. Hi, I'm a hedge fund. Hi, I've got to get out of my Amazon shares for earnings. And so I've been long and markets at highs. Good. So let me get out at the best I can get. So let me start closing a little bit yesterday, closing a little bit the day before. And now I got a little bit left on the table. Let's wait for Powell to say something, because if Powell says good stuff and it pops, I'm going to dump the rest right there. Right? That's exactly what happens. People are just getting out of the last bit of their trade. And so say that like market does this and then the last bit of traders just exit their stuff, which is what causes that little bit of oomph. It's buy the rumors, sell the news, right? And then leading up to the press conference, you know, that's when people are like waiting to say, okay, oh, it moved up a little bit. Okay, let me get out of the rest of it. Cool. Okay. And you get just a little bit of last minute shuffling. This is announcement. This is lead up to press conference. And then the press conference is part 3, which is basically the forward guidance like you would see with earnings, same kind of thing. Press conference is hinting at the rest of this. So the announcement is like, what do we got? And then the press conference says, we're noticing the trends of here and the trends of there and the blah, blah, blah coming up in the future. We're watching the data. We're looking at the employment data. We're looking at this and it doesn't look so good, doesn't look so bad. And when they're talking here, these are the numbers that are changing, like the near term, like this year. So after when the press conference starts to move pretty heavily, that's because this is happening. People are guessing for the future. And so here's what's going to happen today. Ready? You can clip this. Powell's going to come out. No rate cut. As a matter of fact, no rate cut for the next 4 meetings. Okay. Powell's going to come out today and say no rate cut. He's going to say we've been watching the data. It's been somewhat alarming that the PCE has gone up. Core PCE has gone up even despite Iran and U.S. involvement over there, and oil prices going up and then finally coming down a little bit. That the core PCE, which excludes food and energy, obviously, you know, is going up, but also the PCE as well having that effect. So you're kind of saying that you can't just blame inflation on oil. So he's going to say that today. It's actual inflation altogether. He's going to talk about the tariffs. What they believed last year was a pass-through one time, that the prices would go up one time and be a short-term effect, that the companies passed through more of the tariff money than we believed, and such that last earnings season they were beating earnings, right? Most companies are beating earnings. Mean that nobody was absorbing the tariffs. I mean, they pass through the consumer and they have no idea how long that effect is going to be in, and that they underestimated that power. And now we're dealing with the inflation now. And they could, maybe he'll say something about the Michigan numbers. I don't know, but the Michigan consumer sentiment number is the lowest it's ever been in the history of the number in 45 years. So maybe he'll mention something of that. Slowing down GDP growth is something he's going to talk about as well. GDP growth is slowing, and you know, JOLTS aren't showing that there's a rise in job demand and job creation, so we don't really have more workers stepping up to the plate. So employment is going to be an issue, as well as GDP growth. He's going to say all of these things: issue, 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 problem, 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 issue, problem. We're not sure. We're watching the data, and it doesn't look good. That's what he's going to say. And the market will probably sell off pretty hard for a day on that kind of talk, depending on how well Powell acknowledges it. Now, we got a new guy coming in. I don't know. Does anybody know when K-Fed joins the party? We got a new... We already came up with the name for the new guy. Kevin Warsh. Imagine saying this for the next, like, 4 years of your life.
How do you spell it?
We had, you know, Alan Greenspan. Cool name. Cool sounding name. Ben Bernanke. Dude, sounds like a rapper. Awesome, right? Janet Yellen, right?
Yellen.
Yeah. I'm jonesing for Yellen. Dude, these are great names to say. For the rest of our life, we're gonna Kevin Warsh. I sound like Goofy. Warsh.
The rest of our lives.
Yeah, I don't know how long this guy could be chair for. Who want to say that? Who wants to say that? The name is so hard to say and so weird to say. We're just gonna call him K-Fed. I think that's the way to go. Like you know, Kevin Federline. Babe, don't come into the camera.
I know.
What the, is that a t-shirt or a Kleenex? What is it that you're wearing? The other thing is like it's like a piece of rice paper.
It's literally made.
Is it made for what t-shirt contest?
Yeah, so it's easier.
Clearly, yeah. Like Hulk Hogan used to rip those in half before he'd go out in the arena. Jesus. Ain't Daddy Powell don't want him. Yeah, Papa Powell. Anyways, Papa Les coming in with the $20 dono. Appreciate that. We're gonna give away some boot camps later on the stream. I'll match your donation with $60 and I'll throw out 4 boot camps for you guys. We need some morning entertainment. Hey, I mean, you know, the music strikes us good enough and we go out with a bang. Wait, that hit me like that. I mean, like we get banned, we get demonetized or canceled from YouTube on a bang. Doors. Anyways. The new guy, K-Fed. So somebody said, am I doing the 1 million challenge? Pause right now. I ran up from 100. So when I started November, I was up like 11K. December, I was ultimately down like 130K. And then from 130K in the hole until April, I ran up 900,000 total. So I net profited close to 800, like 780, 790, something like that. And then the week of the big rally up, I took like back-to-back the hits, like pretty much almost all week for like 250. So when I look at all of that, I'm like, okay, you know, the market's still being irrational with their Iran stuff. I'm going to pause the million challenge until 3 things happen. Number 1, no more Trump tweets about Iran. I need this to be over. It's not worth risking my money for. Number 2, I need to be VIX below BBB and be back in a steady bull market. And 3, I need earnings to be over. As soon as all 3 of those are done, I'm back in. The crappiest thing is just trading, and all of my big losses were like some kind of Trump tweet or something. The market just flies the other way. I'm going to promise you guys, especially if you're new to trading, it's not always like that. When Trump's president, there are periods like that where it does that for months or years at a time. But trading's not always like that, where it's such a news-driven thing from moment to moment. It just becomes a dangerous thing. And when I decided, so this is the 2nd week I've been paused on it. And it might be maybe a week, 2 more weeks or so where I jump back in. I was like because remember I was at 500,000 the 3rd withdrawal, and I took 300 out down to 2. I ran 2 up the 300 and something, and then I drew down to sub 100. So the idea was, well, let's pad it to 100 with the profits and keep going. So what I do with that sort of account partitioning style is I'll run up a certain amount, then put some on the side, run up a certain amount, put some on the side. And the reserves are there just to keep padding the account in case it comes down, but it also keeps you from accidentally blowing up the entire thing when, you know, Trump walks in and goes, ooh, Iran. Market flies everywhere. You know it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Stan Dorsch. Waiting for iDoc's big sister to make an appearance. There's a lot of people asking if you have a sister. She says she doesn't. So, too bad. Good thing I got a nice new fancy sheet. That's right. That's right. I can't wait to use it today. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Have I taken any payouts on my accounts yet? The Lucids, I just started Lucid last week. I'm on day 5 right now, I think. You have to trade for 5 days to get your payout. So 5 active trading days, right? So I think this is day 5 because I started last week on Monday. So it was like Monday, Tuesday, whatever passes, because it was like 50% consistency. And then this is Wednesday. So I think this is day 5 for some of them. What's better, Rapid or Lucid? Wait. Lucid has a flex. Oh, you're talking about the My Fund of Futures, Rapid and Lucid? It's really hard to say. Lucid makes you trade all these extra calendar days. So that's like the one downside to it. But in all honesty, Lucid's goated. When I say downside, I say that with a you know, soft hand. There's really very little downside to Lucid. It's really good. Payouts are quick. I mean, everything about Lucid has been pretty goated. So, but it's not like, you know, 2 days to pay out or 1 day to pay out sort of thing. You still gotta trade the account, minimum profit for 5 days or whatever. I'm having a good time with it. So I've got account balances build up in all of these guys in the Lucids. So I'll be taking payouts probably on Friday whenever it's available. Is My Fund of Futures Pro 100K payout a good option? Yeah, like My Fund of Futures Pro is one of the highest ranked prop accounts on PropScore. It's considered one of the best accounts out there. As a matter of fact, Pro is my favorite account for its where which is basically Pro. Until Fund and Next made their uncapped legacies that they don't have anymore. And Fund and Next uncapped legacy was my favorite account. But as of right now, I would say that the Pro is My Fund of Futures. I would consider my top 3 favorite accounts out there. The builder plan on my funded futures is phenomenally good. It is by far one of the best new plans to come out by any firm. Also, it ranks in the gods here with the rest of the other high ranking firms in prop score. It's pretty good. My overnight trade was yellow line only. Let's talk about it. Okay, so be careful today, guys, because we've got a situation. We've got VIX at triple B, 1947. We know market's going to be hella sensitive to news, and boy, we got a lot of it today. Amazon earnings, Meta, Microsoft, and is it Google? What's it for? I always like. Again, I don't know if it's me, and I was talking about this yesterday. This has got to be one of those like Mandela effect sort of things. I always remember that Apple and Amazon were on the same day. I always remember Apple, Amazon were the same earnings day. Like, what on earth? Guys, can you see me? Are we back? Hello, hello. What on earth? What? Am I back? Red light on the router? What is going on here? Jack, can you see me? Okay, good. I have a red light on my mesh over here. That's weird. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, guys. I gotta reload everything. What on earth? The mesh is a red light. That's what I did too. Oh my word. Hold on. Does it have to happen like 2 minutes for market opens? That's crazy. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Come on. We're running. We're back. Hold on. Hello, friends. Don't forget, if you just tune in, hit that like button there for a hot moment. All right. We're rolling to the finish line here. The mesh just had a red light on it. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. We're rolling. I gotta relog in everything. I was wondering why it wasn't loading up. I was like sitting there trying to load up the thing. All right, come on. Log in. Okay. Copy. All right. Log in. Load up. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on. We're getting ready to roll here. Let me log into this. Got music going up here. Hold on. Like, no clue what's going on. I can't see chat. I can't hear music. Got 1 minute till market opens. Rocket Scooter. Let me reboot this. Oi. Come on. Buzzer beater. Back in. Where is... There we go. Ah, back just in time. Okay. All right, we're looking for a slight gap down, kind of a flat-ish gap down too. So resilience is going to be a big help today. We're going to wait for something. Let's just get some regular jams on. Guys, do me a favor before you get going, hit that like button. No trades for me out the door for now. It's so weird. And that's just a red light. You think she bumped something? She's not in the closet, is she? No, the mesh light is red. That's so weird. Little pullback here off a yellow line. I got my monthly hedge pusher down near the bottom. Pretty good. Market's selling pretty hard. I'm not super eager to be bullish today, though. Load this up here. Okay, ooh, S&P liquidity pocket. Let's roll it. But we are also in yellow line rejection. Let's let it tap. Oh, I got a horrible feel on that. Okay, actually could be a little bit better. Hold on. I got a pretty piss poor feel on that one. I'm going to trade it very, very, very light.
No more staring at the screen until my eyes are sore. No more missing opportunities like I did before. The algorithms working while I take a break. Smart decisions for every move.
Not the strongest play, but liquidity pocket's always pretty solid. Ratio greater than 90. If we lose it, it's just a big sell-off. I'm only doing it in this one account. That's it. If we lose it, then that's easy. This one is this one has like $4,500 of possible drawdown. Or sorry, no, 2,700 of drawdown. Res is negative. Okay, so Nasdaq we have liquidity pocket down here at the bottom too. So the bigger play it would be there as well. If this sells off, then this sells off. I can take it pretty simple setup from here. Okay, let me try with one more. All right, we'll do. Liquidity pocket from here to here with negative res is probably just a bounce from there to there and probably a sell-off still. This is a pretty alarming open. I guess pre-dumping before Fed. I think that move is still possible. Resilience is less than 0. It doesn't move too far from there. Let's grab in a second account. Why not? I thought I took this song off of the. That's the exit song. All right, so liquidity pocket support pretty decent for here. Not a bad trade. Setup's pretty good. Nasdaq has support all the way down here as well. So if Nasdaq just shits the bed, we have a pretty low fall here. So I'm not trading it with all my accounts. Just a scalp in the middle of this. Nvidia does have bull zone support, which is good. So Nvidia bullish. Let's look at Apple today. Apple also not bearish. Apple's liquidity pocket, which bullish-ish. Meta bullish off a hedge pressure. That's good. Microsoft bullish. MHP as well. Lower support on Microsoft, which would probably, if we did sell, 60 is a good low to long from as well for Nasdaq. So I think that everything's stabilizing, being perfectly bullish today. None of the stocks are bearish, at least at the read of the open. So these are looking pretty solid there. But we'll see what happens, right? This market can just flip all over the place. Pretty simple. If we lose this, it falls really far. There's no support underneath this. Push fan to the moon. Keep an eye on these resilience numbers, which is this white number down here. If it's less than 0, then it's going to sell off and pull back hard. So we're going to see how the stocks kind of turn around in the next minute or two. Can you guys hear me? Are we good? So sorry about that that little quickie there. Okay, so Bearstone Bullstone, about a 10-point rip I can get on this S&P trade, I think. My entry could have been a little bit better though. I'm about 3 points off from the base there. Oh, I make it look so easy, guys. Make it look so easy, don't I? Watch me get my ass handed to me. I was saying that. Okay, hold on. Knock on wood. I don't want to piss off the market gods. Watch it just do that. Watch it just do that. Watch it just kick my ass under my feet. I can't anger the market gods. You know the rules there. Let's run it. Negative res, hit the half gap. I'll take that profit. I'll take that profit too. Looking solid there. This one right here. Let me close this one out too on NASDAQ. I had some of these in NASDAQ. This one, the S&P, is still not moving. So I closed everything, but just this one that you see on the screen. That's the only one I'm still going to fight to keep you guys entertained. That was worth 3,000 up here and another 3,000 down here. So that's 6,000 so far. Just opening scalp with negative res. I don't think it's moving. So, but at least I've got this one trade in case it goes. Just a half gap with negative res. Time to close on the NASDAQ. So I added some more to the mix there. Ooh, that's simple. Easy peasy. Liquidity pocket. I'll hold the one S&P 4 contracts. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe $1,000. I got in a little late on this one. If res somehow turns positive and we jump up to fill the gap, then I'm golden on this one, which looks pretty fine and dandy. I just bought the dip, added some in NASDAQ, added some S&P. I know, I feel like it's probably not a long setup. That's why I'm kind of like, maybe I should bail on it. But everything looks good from here. The NASDAQ doesn't look like a long setup. So it's probably going to chop back and forth. So I'm just adding a little bit. So the trade I made was these two, 1,812 on just that. Literally just that. 40 points. Got it. And then these two right here. This one that's up 75 is well, it's actually this one right here. The one that says 118. This is this one right here. And then the one that says 1,700 was a lucid that I bought also. So I started when it was chilling. I started adding a few more. Wide along in Q, I split it up. So sometimes I'll trade one, sometimes I'll trade the other. Sometimes I'll trade both. When they're both identical, like resilience and everything looks the same, I'll probably just trade one of them, the better one. But right now they look very different. S&P looks really solid and NASDAQ looks really bad. So when they're both like stretched far apart, I might trade both of them just to kind of hedge my bets. In props. So in props, I'll split up some of my accounts S&P, some of my accounts NASDAQ. S&P was the pivot. I jumped it on NASDAQ at the same time. We call it proxy trade. So the pivot is S&P holding. And usually when the pivot is on the S&P, I'll trade NASDAQ along with it. But I don't normally trade S&P when I hit a NASDAQ pivot. It's the other way around. So S&P is like the boss. S&P the boss, baby. Size of counts. These are all 150Ks and some 50Ks. And these are all 150K TPTs. So these are 150K Pro TPTs. And these are mostly 150K Lucid Pro. And then a mix of 50 and then 150K Lucid Flags, just to try both of them out. See which one I like better. 50s were like the first ones I bought, and then I graduated to 150s. I hate trading small. You guys know me. When is Pal speaking today? 2 o'clock, baby. How do you trailing draw on the style of trading which you made pro? In and out. In and out. Just like that. Don't hold for longer. Get your 40 points, close out. Get your 10 points, close out. So the trick to trading trailing drawdown is you want to close at a high. So markets tend to move in 10-point increments in the S&P, just going from strike to strike on SPY, and 40-point increments, which is strike to strike on QQQ. So futures will move 40 points at a time. So as soon as you get that sort of pop that moves up 40 points, I close even if I miss out on more. That way I take zero trail. That makes sense? Because if the market does this and does that and you close out, then your next trade, you're in the hole 1,000 or 2,000 bucks already. So you're very close to blowing up. So you want to catch it at the high and get out. In and out, baby. In and out. Small is a negative term, Mr. Big P&L. Hey, we don't like small things around here. Well, I heard Brad last night said he has a tiny P&L. That's okay though. That's okay. That's curable with medicine. What are you working on?
Around the laptop.
I'm looking at your laptop. What? The hell are you doing?
I was working.
You're shopping for shoes?
I was working. And then I just got bored. And I... What?
You said something about doing your work modules. Your shoes.
I was. If you,
We're over here working so hard.
if you look at the other tab, there are work modules, but clinical trials are so boring.
Dude, you're over here shopping for shoes while we're working. You're having a time of your life. Can I switch places? You want to come trade FOMC day? Same iDoc. Same old iDoc. Same old iDoc. They call it research. She's working on the spending. That's what she's doing.
I'm working on the networking. Okay?
That's it.
I gotta look the part.
When's your luncheon? Your Ferrari luncheon?
Friday at noon.
Tomorrow? Oh, yeah, Friday. 2 days. Yeah.
I have to buy clothes that would double down as my outfit for the Devil Wears Prada.
You have a supporter in chat.
What?
Ashley Brown over here. She's like, you go girl, let her shop. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right.
Friday's a big day.
We'll let you may proceed. You have a good time.
All right, I was actually watching.
Ashley got your back over here. Who's that guy? He looks pretty handsome. He looks very well fed. He must eat his eggs every morning.
Fat.
No, fed.
Fat.
Oh. No, he looks healthy. He looks like he's been eating his vitamins every day. Says I trade live accounts. What's my mental daily loss limit, if you will? So on prop accounts or live accounts, like my personal account, a daily loss limit that I have, it typically depends on what the goals are. Like if I'm doing a trading challenge, it's going to be set by the challenge rules. The last challenge, my rules were I'm going to let myself lose half the account up to like 250, give or take. So I was trading so hard, I was going to let myself take 50% drawdown just to draw a crowd, you know, the million challenge that I did. But normally that's not normal. Like in a normal trade and futures account, what I'll normally do is allow myself to lose roughly about 3%, give or take, of my account to 12%, somewhere in there. 12.5% kind of. In the boot camp, I talk about why the numbers are that way, but that's what ends up being on my normal trading style. Roughly 12.5% on the worst day. Worst day. So I kind of like leave it about there. But then again, like I don't really like, it's the reason you should set limits like that, arbitrary limits, is because you have a budget. Now I'll be real with you guys, I don't have a budget. I have like near unlimited budget within reason. Let me explain what that means. If I put in $100,000 and blow it up and put in $100,000 an hour later and blow it up, put $100,000 an hour later, I've got $100,000. I've got enough of that to keep doing that. So some days I might just be like, fuck it, I'm still going. Like, let's keep rolling. I don't tilt and like blow up my net worth in a single trade, but I've been known to like bend my own rules because my appetite for the trade. Oh, did I not close this out? Let me think about this. Maybe I'll close this one out. Hold on. We're losing liquidity pocket. Or should I hold on to it? Let me think. Conditions. Resilience actually just went positive. That actually might be a better condition. Let me hit it with one more Lucid account. Resilience is now positive on NASDAQ too. Should I try it one more time, y'all? I just have this one. This is the only one I'm still in. Usually 10-point stop is what I do. So it just depends on like what your goals are. Now you should always have like a mental stop limit for your psychology. But in reality, you shouldn't set arbitrary limits because you just should trade. Every time you have an edge, you should trade every time your edge plays out. The goal being... Should I? Should I add it in one more account? Let me get it in one more account. I'm going to add one more account right here because res is actually now positive. Yeah, let me give you like an example. Is that the example being that you have something that works 90% of the time and you just happen to lose once and then lose again. And you're like, okay, I hit my mental limit. I'm done. And then you just choose to sit out, but then that's the time it moves. Something that has an edge, you have to execute every single time. That's the rule of trading. So if something has a greater than 50% chance, you must play it every time. This is the casino's rule, which is why the casino wants you to gamble as much as you can, because the more you gamble, the more they make. They have a slight edge. So the law of large numbers states the more iterations of that game you play, ultimately the odds will realize, which is that you're going to lose. So if you have something that's an edge, you have to play it every time. The goal is just survive long enough for your edge to play out. And so some of our setups, like the one I'm doing right now, the reason I'm still hanging on to it's a 90%. Under these conditions, there's a 90% chance we go from here to there. Now, with this number being negative, it's going to fight, but you see I'm still hanging on. I got it in one more account, by the way, while we're sitting here. And I grabbed it in NASDAQ. Just scalping that range. NASDAQ just went negative again on that pump. Let me slap that ass. So the goal is to, if I keep taking losses and I'm hitting my mental limit, I still don't stop. I don't go at the same intensity, but I still trade with like less intensity. So I usually don't have a stopping point anymore. If I am like trading in a trading challenge, I might have a stopping point. If I have to come up with an arbitrary number, it's about 12.5%. But normally, as like I've advanced in my career, I trade every opportunity I get. I never stop. And it doesn't mean I'm over trading. It means every single time I get a high probability trade, I take it every single time. Because you have to have the odds play in your favor. What is resilience? Resilience is a gap fill predictor based on the internals of the index. So this white line right here that I'm circling, if this white line is greater than 0, which it is, NASDAQ wants to fill its gap to track the stocks. It's the net flux of stock market cap through its own redistribution zone, which is the difference between its closed and open. Stocks closed, S&P closed yesterday here and opened today here. With positive resilience, S&P is less likely to sell off if the stocks are moving through its gap here, which I'm still holding on. See what I'm saying? Let me slap that ass. Good deal. I made 1,500 on that Lucid account. I just go ahead and took profit there. Half gap a second time. Still holding on to the one S&P.
Let me slap that ass. Let me slap that ass. Let me slap that ass. I can make you profit. You know you like my P&L. Let me link that liquidity trading futures fast as hell.
What's going on here? What the heck? Oh, trader bait. Let's not freeze up here. Hold on. I'm trying to set my profit targets here. There we go. Good deal. Good. Resilience. Resilience is a freaking godsend, dude. That's what I love about this indicator. It's so good. It's so good. See, the white line, when the white line's above 0, the NASDAQ does not want it to sell off. It wants to fill its gap under ideal conditions, which we had. So now it's like fighting at 0. The smart thing is probably just to close out, but I can still hold on to it. We did have yellow line resistance today on S&P, and the fact that S&P is not moving and Nasdaq's just popping, Res is still kind of negative. I'm going to close that out at a small loss. I don't believe in this trade anymore. Even after that pump, that might be the exhaustion pump. Even though resilience is getting better, I probably could hold on to it. I'm trying to use a little sixth sense there, but that was great. Let me give you guys the final tally there. 1 casualty. I had a really shitty entry on that one. Making it look so easy, folks. So, and again, I could probably still hold on to it, but I think that I'm just going to watch and see. It's probably dumb that I close that out, but whatever. These songs are so goofy, man. I love them. Chat, is it my own indicator? Shiny, yeah, we every single indicator that we use here, we actually built. So the redistribution zone and gap fill exploit, resilience, we created this. Arbitrage, which is how far the index is lagging behind the implied value of the stocks, which is this. Give you a little detail about it. The way that it works is, if I give you guys like a 1-minute tutorial about how this works. So a stock, right? Let's look at an Apple stock, for instance. Apple has opened here today and closed there yesterday, right? So we know that Apple has gapped down. Apple closed, Apple open. So we know that at the open and close of the day, postulate 1 is that there's high volume, right? We know that. You can't disprove that. High volume open, high volume at the close, which means the market's extremely liquid on both sides. This is called MOC and MOO. What happens is that investment banks and firms will submit orders to the market makers before the market's open and close, and they fill everybody at one price, and they gap to the appropriate liquid spot. So the whole principle just tells you this is a liquid spot, and this is a liquid spot. And they match a ton of orders there. So when you have a liquid spot, the middle of 2 liquid spots is hyper liquid. Y'all agree there so far, chat? Chat, do we agree? Get some yeses in chat. Make sure we're on the same page. I'm about to give you a little 2-minute tutorial on an indicator that may change your life. You can see what it is we do here. Mathematicians think of these other things. All right, cool, right? So super liquid. Tons of buyers and sellers here. Tons of buyers and sellers here. There's buyers and sellers everywhere inside of here. We call this a redistribution zone because the dealer has to take that order at the beginning and end of the day and then spend the rest of the next day sort of like redistributing that position. So the way you look at it is the middle is the most liquid spot. So what we did was we create an indicator that says if Apple and all other 500 stocks are at the middle, then the market's perfectly harmonious and balanced. The indicator will be at 0 in the middle. But if Apple were to just move a tiny little bit off the middle, then postulate 2 steps, and postulate's like a thing you can't disprove. And so postulate 2 is that markets go up searching for sellers. And so if the super liquid spot, there's an imbalance and we move up, where are the sellers? Well, we know there's buyers and sellers at both sides of the box, right? Because it's very liquid there. It's a whole bunch of them the previous day. So if you move up just a little bit on Apple, the calculation, what it does is it guesses how far Apple needs to move to fill its gap to find the next batch of sellers. So this is distance X. Apple's moved a little bit, distance Y, but it hasn't moved distance X yet, but the algorithm's going to assume Apple's going to move X. So Apple has a value that it has now, which is called the actual value, plus X. The whole thing is called the implied value, right? So basically what resilience does is it snaps its fingers and finds out if every stock were to fulfill its destiny, what's the new value of the index? With all these implied values added up, and it's weighted by market cap. So resilience is designed to be a predictive indicator because it's guessing what's going to happen. See, right now Apple is below half gap. It thinks Apple's going to move that far. And then it looks at Nvidia and JP Morgan, and everything is factored into it. So it's like if you snap your fingers and every stock were to simultaneously fill its gap, what is the new value of the index? And then we look at the contango adjusted futures, and then we find out how far the futures are lagging behind that implied value. Since it's something that hasn't happened yet, it's predictive indicator. It's forward looking. It's one of the only predictive indicators that's ever been created. Most indicators use price action, which is using the past. It's past based. This is future based. So it looks into the future possibility. And so that's basically how it works. And It's a leading indicator. You very rarely have somebody confidently say they've invented a leading indicator. So the idea is right now, the net sum of market cap in the S&P, the seesaw is tilted slightly positive. See, it's a 2.4. So if you put like a little seesaw and you have all the stocks there, there's more market cap on this side filling its gap than market cap on this side filling its gap this way. So it doesn't want to be here, it wants to be here if all things being equal. So as it's selling off and resilience is getting better and better and better and better, it tells you most stocks have gapped down and filled their gap and is a leading indicator. As you see, positive resilience, the pressure was to go back to here. Yeah, I make a living off of this indicator. It's incredible how good it is. You know what I mean? But the idea is that you can't predict the stock market, but it's watching the stocks and allowing you to see if the futures are lagging behind the stock's potential. So it's a potential predictor on something that hasn't happened yet. So very few of our indicators are like, you know, less clever than that. They're all some kind of clever way of using the data. That's very clever, right? Humble Trader Trav, what's up? Can I explain what makes the builder account such a problem for my funded that they only allow you to have one account live at a time? It's quick payout. Like those accounts that you can turn on for payout very quickly, they don't usually let you have a lot of them. Like even the biggest like firms that are like same day payout limit you. Like Take Profit, you can only have 5 at a time and you can only have 10 in a month. You know, predicting direction and distance. Yep. The size of the box can change with one level of hyper liquidity in the middle. Yeah, so the size of the box is just the open and close, right? Basically what the box is just a buffer of where liquid spots are, where the open and close are. You know, S&P at the open, Apple at the open, you know, Nvidia at the open, whatever, is going to have high volume there. So you can just basically, all it is just proving that you have buyers and sellers at the open and close. As a matter of fact, open and close are two of your strongest pivots for the day. Every time you touch them, there's going to be volume. So we came up with a clever way to use the idea that stocks are going to move rapidly throughout its box. And you can just load up a bunch of stocks and see how well they play. Look, do you see how when I load up Microsoft, just the first random one I picked, you're going to see that stocks play open, close, and half. We call this the half gap, the halfway point in the gap. Open, close, half gap ping pong, dude. It's crazy. You see how it's just bouncing between the two. Now Microsoft went to here and now it's selling. Now Microsoft is trying to find buyers, which are likely there. You can see that the market just loves hitting these pivots. Look at AVGO smacking between the two and hitting the middle, right? So the idea is an instantaneous read on that little seesaw. Google's rallying pretty big today. Amazon's rallying pretty big today. But you see Amazon, right? Its first hit was at the middle. And then it went up to the open. And then there's your high volume at the close. Amazon filled its gap and went up. So you see how Amazon was like moving? It was, when it was down here, it was actually subtracting to resilience. And when it hit the half gap and went forward, resilience actually bumped up. Because it's a net market cap flux of all the stocks together. So as soon as the stock jumps to the other side of the fence, res is going to pop up. So it's basically measuring like that spring-loaded potential of the index to move. Pretty cool, yeah. Half of that I came up with drunk at a wedding. So, or at least this one I did. I had a moment. Brian and Groom were making me take tequila shots, and after 6 shots, I was in a mode where I was inventing. That's resilience, right? And so the difference between resilience and arbitrage is that resilience is looking at just stocks inside of the box. Arbitrage is looking at the implied value of stocks everywhere, as well as using contango adjusted futures to actually calculate the distance you're lagging behind. So an example would be that right now, NASDAQ is 9 points behind the implied value. So when arbitrage is positive, the NASDAQ still wants to go up. 9's not a lot, so we don't attack it, and S&P is only 2. So when arbitrage is at 0, it means the stock's potential, futures have actually priced in that future. So the thing with futures, right, is that futures are pricing in the future. So futures are always trying to price in that potential too. So the fact is we can measure the potential, but futures are trying to get ahead of that. So if the futures happen to be lagging behind that potential, this indicator arbitrage will pick it up. So if this on NASDAQ is beyond 40 points, positive or negative, and this is beyond 10, it's actionable there. So an example would be like, if this crashed and crashed and crashed and crashed and fell, and arbitrage was like up 30, 40, 50, 60 as it's falling, I would jump in along every time and then get a 60-point retrace and take profit. That trade works more often than it doesn't. It is actually pretty exact on how much the move happens. It's pretty cool. All of our stuff is clever. Yeah, like other people out there be trading like like shit that was from like the 50s and stuff. People throwing like head and shoulders pattern, cup and handle, bull, bear flags. Like pick up a text, go to the public library and, you know, pick up a book or two, and all of a sudden, you know, you got some kind of like charting knowledge, harmonics and shapes and colors and stuff. And trading hasn't had an inventive creation since I think the gamma exposure world started exploding. Options flow, everything else out there is very rudimentary. Our desire here is to create stuff that's clever like that. It's very clever, right? Stocks are going to flux between two high volume pivots, and so we can measure the flux and predict how far the S&P will be. So at any given time, arbitrage is telling you the S&P is actually should be priced 2 points higher than what it's priced at right now, so it still should go up. So the flux is that futures are trying to track something that's still going up. So with ARB being positive, it's gonna have a hard time selling off. Let's try to be like different here. Deep math, unlock the shots. Where I was sitting there. Yeah, so arbitrage, the idea that I had was, can I use the same philosophy outside the redistribution zone? Can we use like stocks anywhere? Yeah, yes I did. We're doing shots, bride and groom. It's actually a Vietnamese tea ceremony, which is kind of like a wedding. It's like a wedding-ish sort of thing. And bride and groom are like, come on, let's do shots. And then IDOC and me are like, shot. They're like, another round, shots, another round, shots. And then we're sitting there with their parents. And I'm sitting at the table just like staring off into space. And she hits me on the leg. She's like, hey, you're being rude. You like, you know, talk to my parents. You're just like, what are you doing? I'm cooking. She's like, oh, okay. I excused myself from the table so I wouldn't be rude to her parents, and I ran the other room, got my phone out. I'm writing down code. I'm coding in my head while I was sitting there. And I was like, I don't want to forget this. I'll revisit it tomorrow, but I'm like, pseudocode. Okay, this. Wrote the code, went back to the table, had a good time. Well, the harder things was to incorporate stocks outside of the distance here, because you have to have some kind of target to account for it. Am I sad that Powell's retiring? I think Powell was a great Fed chairperson. I think he's fantastic. I think the new guy literally was chosen by Trump and his people. Like Trump's guy comes and says, hey, yo, I got this guy. Trump's like, you got a guy? He's like, yeah, I got a guy. This guy's gonna cut rates. You sure? Yeah, look at him. Look at this guy. He looks like a guy that cuts rates. Yeah, he does kind of look like a guy that'll cut rates. Okay. Nice to meet you. You gonna cut rates? Yeah, boss, I'm in. All right. Got the job. You got the job. This looks like a guy that's gonna cut rates. All right. Bring him in. Hire the rate cut guy. We're gonna hire the rate cut guy. Bring him in. Give him a job. Yo, what's up, Red? How you been, man? It's been a hot minute there. He's a rate cutter. Give him a job. Give the guy something to do. Do you know what inflation is? Yeah, Mr. Trump, inflate these nuts. Oh, he's hired. Yeah, I like this guy. This guy's good. Let's bring him in. He's gonna cut rates. Let's bring him in. Powell's Mr. Rogers vibes. We love him. Powell did a fantastic job. I'm gonna say in my lifetime, Powell's the best Fed chairperson, and probably in a long time. Powell dealt with some shit and dealt with it pretty damn good. Powell steered us out of COVID. Powell steered us out of a recession in 2022 that we barely even noticed. He did a bang up job. Punchable Powell, people say. I know. But I think that all things being equal, he stuck by the data. He stuck with the data. He didn't buckle to pressure. He wasn't political. He did what needed to happen, and shit could have been so much worse after COVID. I mean, I know we complained that inflation's high, but like, look, guys, it's like, you know, CPI, we're like 3 and 4%. There are times in our parents' lifetime where that shit was like 15%. Okay, it could be much worse here. I'm talking like you can't even afford to eat, sort of thing. People are like, oh, I can't afford groceries right now. You can't afford eggs because they're $6. Shut up. Their parents can afford anything at that point. There's been times it's been worse. So this is actually not that bad. This is the most mild, recessive economy I've ever been in my whole life. Bernanke and Yellen, they flubbed up post-recession. Now again, they were also in charge of like the worst disaster in economic history. So how do you handle that with no precedent? But as far as what it was, Powell did a pretty bang up job, I think. I can't complain. He will go down as a great steward of the Fed. He was good. He was really good. He always, you know how I know he was good? Because he always agreed with me. Every time I said something needs to happen, Powell would do it. Because like the math would say and suggest something. Powell was so I call him predictable Powell. He would do the thing that I thought he should do, which means he's doing the right thing with the math. He's not out there just making dumb decisions. Like it's like I'm looking at him do his homework and I'm a guy in his same class, even though he's have a higher score than me. I'm like, I respect this guy because he's smarter than me. He sees it. He's doing good. Bring back Gary Gensler. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that bad of a job. I mean, 2022, post-COVID recession, inflation went through the roof. They kept that below 5%. I mean, that's not bad. Imagine what could happen after COVID, you know? Things could have been, we could have gone through this. When COVID happened, they shut down all the businesses. You know, the first thing I told people in my chat back in 2020, I go, guys, get ready for a decade of hyperinflation. I said hyperinflation. And people are like, what do you mean? I was like, you can't just shut down every company overnight. This is going to cause a decade of problems. Even shutting down for a day. This is huge. This is such a big deal. And people didn't understand at the time. I was like, there's such a logistical bottleneck that when you shut everybody down, it's not like you can, and if you don't turn everybody on exactly the same point in time, a little bit of time later, you let people trickle back in whenever they feel like it. Oh, you're going to mess up the world. You have 5 different companies. Half of them have different belief systems. Oh, the supervisor is going to kill me. I don't want to go to work. The other one's like, I got a family to feed. I don't care. I'll risk my life. Let's go for it. He goes to work and he's like, all right, I made some stuff. We need to ship some product. We need some truck drivers. You want to work? Nah, man, I don't want the supervirus to kill me. What about you? Yeah, balls to the wall, baby. Let's go. I got a family to feed. All right, come in here. He's like, yeah, but you and the 5 other companies want to hire me. So how much you going to pay? What do you mean? I'm going to pay your salary. No, this guy's owed for me double my salary because I'm risking my life. All right, fine. I'll give you double your salary too. And then this kind of shit happened all across the world. And that's where the inflation came from. Like, you can't just shut everything down. You got people making these side deals, scrambling to get back to work. They're going to pay whatever they need to. That's going to be a crazy thing. And I was like, dude, at that time, Powell's going to have a huge, crazy time keeping us from going CPI 20, 30, 40. I'm like, this could destroy everything. And it turns out they did perfect. And in the middle of it, they jumped into quantitative tightening on top of it, and the market didn't crash too bad. So we had a little baby market pullback on that, and we kept going. So I think that all things being equal, to dig us out of COVID, to start quantitative tightening without there being a recession that was that bad, you got to say they did exactly what they needed to do. And I don't think they could have done any better. The fact that the chairman of the Fed is appointed by the president is insanity. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? If Powell wasn't in that position, I think it would have been much worse. I think he would have fucking... whoever else would have been there. Trump was like, cut rates, cut rates, cut rates. You want the... You know, want the stock market to be all-time high so we can win the election. All right, I get it. I get it. But we'd be paying for it now. Hit that like button, guys. Wait, all retirees who lost half of everything in the last 2 years? How would a retiree lose half of everything in the last 2 years if the stock market is all-time highs in the last years? They trying to short the top with their retirement? Don't short bull market. How much further I see this going up? Currently right now, it can probably fill the gap the whole way up. But these yellow line rejections are usually a telltale sign of bigger selling pressure. I would say that today, apart from, again, I could have probably made the money on that trade by holding it. The minute I cut out, it actually went up. I don't want to risk it. There's really nothing. Like it's probably gonna be flat and stupid and choppy. So I'm gonna let myself trade on some excursions. I don't want to short this. Nothing's bearish yet. That's the problem here. This has potential to fill the gap. Yeah, baby. Don't forget to hit the like button, friends. We'll do a little giveaway in a second here. I'm always at that, every time I trade like props or TBT, like I always have to have that question is like, how much buffer do I want before I take a payout? I think on each of these accounts, I'll get it to at least 20K per account. I'll build 100K of buffer before I take anything out. Oh, how far am I there? I may, okay, so 14 plus 2, that's 16 plus 12, that's 28 plus 13 and a half, 41 and a half plus 5, 45. So I'm up 45,000 on these TBT Pro accounts that I started about 2 Mondays ago. Not bad for a week of playing with paper money. Not bad at all. Lucid or My Fun and Futures 50K, they're both rock solid. It's almost like it's so hard to decide. That's like asking me whiskey or tequila, and I'm like, yes, I'll take both. I can't ever, they're so neck and neck. Or gin, I'm such a big gin fan. How do I manage to avoid this chop every time? I'm patient. Patience, and I wait. Patience pays, baby. You're gonna wait for your pivot. When the market fell, I waited, then I got my trade there. So I tend to buy. I don't join trends. I don't short on reds. I don't long on greens. I wait for something to happen, and then I bet that something else will happen, which is the trade I made. So this one is basically flat, 200, whatever it is, 239 bucks after commish. That's the only one that lost money. All the other ones that traded NASDAQ made money. So when NASDAQ was pumping through, like on this candle here at 850 right here, S&P wasn't going anywhere. So I decided, nah, let me just pop out of the trade, even though it was the winning trade. But the fact is I was patient, waited for something, wanted something to happen, scared myself out of it, walked away flat. That's it. I just wait. So 2 weeks. Yeah. So I started 2 Mondays ago. I started trading some props. Remember, I came on my stream and I was like, I'm gonna do props this week until VIX is below triple B, baby. Yeah. So we're out of earnings. So Iran is over. So we get past all this craziness. And then so I fired up some Lucids. I fired up some new TPTs, all fresh. You have a song with Brad. It's called Patience Pays. What? What? No way. All right, let me go look at it real quick. I love when you guys make songs. It makes me so happy. I'm gonna be banking all morning today. Hold on. Okay. Rogue Lamb blessing us. Rogue songs are always the best. No shorting this. Market's still going up.
The lines are drawn in their time. No need to watch it all unwind. The signal shows I recognize. No second guess, no compromise. I leave it where it's meant to be. What's mine will find its when it's done. Every move in its place, no need to chase. Let it come. Let it come. I don't chase it, it comes to me. Let it come. I used to stay and watch it turn. Mistake the noise for something earned. But now
Wake up this morning, all the stocks are bullish when I walk through the liquidity maps every single morning. When the market opens, nice liquidity pocket. This is an A+ setup on Rocket Scooter. Bear zone, bull zone. This is my favorite trade. This trade is my bread and butter, here to here. So I closed out early, just trying to be smart about it, but I probably should have held on. But I made that trade on like, what, 5 other accounts, so. The S&P one over here was kind of still. So Apple, MHP, Apple does have resistance there, so keep an eye on that. Meta, free bull, run up. Nvidia, illiquidity pocket with Arby's setup. We always talking about bear zone, bull zone sandwich here. Arby's, you'll have that guy going on here. 420 up to 430. Could still rock it out. I love this song, dude. This song is such a banger. Amazon ripping though. As long as one stock is ripping, one or two of these big companies are ripping, Amazon and Google are both going up. I don't see any downside pressure. And the liquidity map off to the side is telling you the direction everything's going. Have I heard? Wait, your song "Do It For Me"? No, I haven't heard it. I gotta go play some of these newer songs. You guys have been pumping it up in here. Let me find it. Almost There Again, Kyle. Nasdaq 100K. I played that one, I think. Step by Step, country, and a metal version of the same song. I like it. It's giveaway time, y'all. We start this off first. We'll have some fun with this. We do giveaways all day, every day. Y'all can spam chat right now if y'all like to. So let's analyze this. I'm gonna go, I gotta go downstairs really quick. This is just flat. This is just flat. It's not bearish enough for me to want to bet on a sell-off, but it's flat enough for me to want to stay on the sidelines and wait for an opportunity. If somehow we fall to there and make our way back to there, I'm going to jump back in on this on news. I want to take this trade as often as I can. Arbitrage is positive on both S&P and Nasdaq, means market's pushing up. Market's pushing up. Okay, guys, stand a little bit. Great song, by the way.
freedom bought and sold like gold. I'm on the edge, holding my breath. One wrong step is the market's death. Waiting for the storm to break, trying not to lose all I could take. Hold tight to the fraying line, waiting for the right time. Just let it fall, you don't have to risk it all. No sense losing anymore. Just stay away, there's nothing more to say. Sometimes waiting is the war. Shadows stretch, but never shift. Candles heavy, they start to drift. Support feels thin, like glass. Every moment could be the last. Hold tight, no catching knives. Avoid the cuts, and you'll survive. Just let it fall. You don't have to risk it all. No sense losing anymore. Just stay away. There's nothing more to say. Sometimes waiting is the war. Clock and scream, but never move. Resist the edge, nothing to prove. Just let it fall, you don't have to risk it all. No sense losing anymore. Just stay away, there's nothing more to say. Sometimes waiting is the war. Waiting is the war.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Okay, Half Cap, I see you there. I see what you're doing. Wonder how this is gonna play out today. What do you guys think? Market rallying, market. My volume's really low. Hello, hello. That's a little better. Is that better? Guess a little better. Well, the market is rallying. Oil is rallying at the same time. Double up on that rally there. Liquidity pocket party. Listen to my fun of futures 50K. Just depends on which one you want to do. Which one you like better. Let me put them up side by side. Gosh, I wish we had a website that can help us look into things like that. Hold on, let's look at this. Let's go and let's do some My Fun and Futures and Prop Score. A little thing here. If you guys haven't joined the Prop Score Discord, pinned message. Go there. Join our Discord. In the first week we opened up, over 2,100 people joined. Ole, 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 ole. Okay, let's set up these My Fun and Futures 50K Rapid. Put that on there. 50K Flex. Let's do Lucid. Yo, Papa Les, jumping in with the 20 subs. I love you, man. Appreciate that. You guys again, subscribe to the channel. Y'all are Rocket Cadets now. My heart is full. For those of you that received 20 free gifts from Papa Les, he loves it. He's the uncle you've always wanted. He's been here, supporting the group, supporting the channel, supporting you guys, buying y'all boot camps. What a nice champ, Papa Les. Appreciate that so much, man. Lucid Flex 50K. Oops. Lucid Direct 50K. No, Lucid Pro. Sorry, let's get the Lucid Pro. So you might notice while Lucid has really good features, one of the things that Lucid ranks slightly lower on is the amount of time you have to trade. You can't just flip the days over. You can't just get a payout in like a couple days. Like these Lucid Flex accounts, I got to trade for 5 days. Right? So there's other firms get you to pay out a little bit faster, but Lucid's still really good. When you compare them side by side with the 50Ks, you can see that on the scores, I mean, My Fun and Futures has more green and yellow. The Lucid Flex, while people do like this one a lot, it definitely does have the lower ROI value because you can only take a really small payout every 5 days. Other than that, everything else about Lucid is really good. So the only tick Lucid has is that the payout's really small relative to other ones. My Fun and Futures, I would say the My Fun and Futures Rapid 50K is the superior account, but it doesn't mean that it's better than Lucid. They both have their goods. They're both extremely good. It's just a slightly better. And you're like comparing like the two of the best prop firms, you know, side by side. They're both fantastic. For me, the decision has to lie on like what's important to you. Nothing wrong at all with Lucid's positive. I've had a fantastic time with Lucid. I actually love it. I'm having a fantastic time with it. For the beginner, My Fun and Futures is the best prop firm for beginners because it's the easiest and cheapest, and not easiest and cheapest, but like every category that you want as a beginner, easier and cheaper. My Fun and Futures is really strong there. Lucid also is strong there. Don't forget the winner sheet. Oh yeah. Yeah, so they're gonna have things that you do or don't like about it. Same time fee versus monthly fee or whatever. But most people fail in the first month, so that monthly fee really doesn't matter to most people. What's the next trade? Right now, with resilience going positive and resilience going positive here, there really is no next trade from here, other than kind of waiting for something to happen. Once we got this opening momentum here, we're at the halfway point. The market's liquid. Fed day, major earnings day, anything can happen. And I think that what I'm going to do is respond to whatever news that comes through. The general like direction is to just drift up towards this yellow line here, which I think it might try to do. As long as you have your Googles and your Amazons rallying, it's still going to keep going higher. So long as the trade, I just don't have an entry point. And what I do is in times like this, instead of trying to jump in and miss out on something, is I just wait. You know, Trump's going to say something about Iran. It's going to give us a red candle. I'll jump in long on. Once I've confirmed the direction and stuff, I just wait for the dip. You appreciate the review site. Every other streamer just pumping whoever sponsors them. You give them the most non-biased info. Yes, sir. The only math-based one. Period. Yeah, like it's to me, it's so important to have that truth out there. Yeah. Chasing makes you sad. Chasing always makes me sad. Have I played the new map and arc raiders? No, dude. You know, whenever they came out with like the new arcs, the flamethrower one, I played that patch for like 2 days after I did my expedition. and then I never logged in again. Once I expeditioned, I logged in one time. I doc transferred some of my blueprints over, and then I started playing, and I'm like, I can't stand this game anymore. So I haven't even touched it. It fell off so quick. It was so exciting for like the first month or two, and then it got like, when it got old like a face first into a brick wall old. It was like screeching halt. I'm like, man, I hate this game. This game sucks. You know what I mean? But like the first month when you're gathering everything, you're playing, you're like, oh, I guess the best game I've ever played. But then it just doesn't slowly grind out where it's like, okay, you know, like with Battlefield, I've had my ups and downs with some Battlefield games. Like I'll play it and I'll love it, but then I'll sort of slowly lose interest in it. Arc Raiders was like a, what? I can't play this anymore. And I've never had that kind of reaction to a game before. You guys the same way? Same? All you guys same? Once it gets old, it gets old. Like I remember for Expedition, I would log in and I would log into like Matriarch, and then I'd run up to all the people with the Matriarch and I would just go hand out stuff to people. Hey, you want a gun? Hey, you want a blueprint? And all the kids were like, oh my God, a free blueprint. And I was like, oh, that reminds me of me when I was at that stage. Cause I remember some guys like handing me like an equalizer and an anvil blueprint. I'm like, you're just handing these out? You got so many of these in game? Now I realize what it was like. And then I was just handing stuff out, and now I'm like, all right, I'm bored with this. When am I playing Apex again? I feel like every other year I log back into Apex and play it for like 6 months. I feel like right now I got Crimson Desert keeping me busy. Battlefield's still awesome. I haven't touched Apex since probably the Tradeify tournament. Kevin Warsh was just approved. What's up? From the Warsh room. The Warshateria. Like, we come up with some names for this guy. All right, do our first ETF giveaway as we do this. Here, type it in. Don't forget to wash your hands before dinner. We got some songs here. We got a song. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. First little giveaway here. Now I got to figure out how to put it into this like little winners form that we have here. I like this. A winner's username. I like this. Oh, Kyle, this is fantastic. Intraday trailing drought on the rapid. Yeah, give me a second. Hold on. Been grinding Apex hard last week from a 2 or 3 year hiatus. Grinding solo squad is tough. We enjoy the fact you can carry a team, be carried or surprised by randos. Who you playing? Who you maining now? You know what usually brings me back into Apex is that my algo on my phone starts showing me like Imperial Hal videos or something. Or Albra Lele videos. Old school ones, and then like, congratulations, man. All right, winner, go to the Discord, go to the YouTube channel, talk to, actually, no, it's not the YouTube channel now. It's called the Claim channel. Hold on. How do we do this? Okay, you go to the Discord prop score. It's pinned in here in the chat. Everyone go to the Discord for prop score right now. Just go there right now. Damn, that's a nice little pump on Nasdaq there. And it's in the Claim Your Win channel, I believe. Fill out the form. Go in there, fill out the form. Claim Your Win channel. Claim your win. Y'all are, man, Farina and Kyle, literally in 2 weeks, you guys have built something better than what I've been able to do in like 3 years. Holy shit, this is nice. This is clean. This is what happens when you put your mind to it. Andrew and I are eternally thankful for the amount of effort you guys put into this. This is clean. D2 PvP was still fun. Yeah, is it not good anymore? Just you jump into the daily challenge and whoever that character is you run normally. I honestly wish they would bring Titanfall 1 back and turn that into like a battle royale with wall running. Like, can we not do that? Not Titanfall 2, Titanfall 1, the old school. Can we have battle royale with Titans? Come on now. Let's do it. They gotta figure out how to do it. Titanfall 1 is a goated game. This is one of the best games ever made. One of the best first-person shooters ever made in the history of games. So good. So good. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh, I was so good at that game. I was Diamond 5, which is the equivalent of the Apex Predator for like, I don't know, 15, 20 seasons. I was on the top ranked players in Titanfall 1 on Xbox. Back in the day. Back in the day. Killer, it's a killer song, bro. I like it. I used to run Strider Arc Cannon. Oh, is that guy? Y'all hated that guy. Did you won? You almost won. Titanfall gets brought back to get DDoS. Wait, they brought it back? There was this big push to bring it back once they shut it down. You can't even get a copy of Titanfall anymore. You have to get all these like bootleg copies to buy it. So next move on the charts. I think this might fade a little bit off the high here. That was a pretty weird sort of just run up here. Positive resilience. There's no selling this. Maybe half gap support. I think that in here, that's support or that's support. This is resistance. So what I'm waiting for, like in this, is for some kind of news to make me want to do something. Up is the move, though. You have an original copy? Yeah, me too. From the old days. I've ever heard of the Edge Funder. Can I review it? The Edge Funder? What the heck's the Edge Funder? Never heard of it. Let me talk about somebody saying My Funded Futures. You wanted to learn about the Flex? Wait, no, it's the Rapid, right? Oh, let's go to the website. Who's that handsome guy? Holy crap, who's that guy right there? Good looking fellow there. Let me go to, where's the FAQ? Okay, FAQ. Rapid. Intraday drawdown. All right. There's a lot of information there. I don't want the comprehensive look on what intraday drawdown is. Let's just talk about the plan itself. So you're saying the Rapids, right? Well, thank you. Thank you. Took a page out of Brad's playbook. Trying to handsome it up a little bit over here. Could I do the gauntlet in 35 seconds? Oh, dude, no. You couldn't, since I was a controller player. You don't get like that same sort of mouse and keyboard freedom to go through and do all those tricks in Titanfall 1 that you could with you can't do on controller. No, I never did it. But dude, watching some of those old players like do that insane amount of wall running stuff, oh, it's crazy. Okay, Rapid. What was the question you guys had? The drawdown following the profits? Yeah, so I mean, at some point there's a buffer, right? I've never traded the rapids, but I'm sure there's a buffer once you break even or something. Let me see. Intraday trailing drawdown. Let's see. Comprehensive look. Let me go to prop score real quick. Let's pop up the 50K rapids and take a look at these guys and see what they say. So the rapid is a 3,000 profit target, $2,000 loss, which is really good. A 1.5 to 1 PT to MLL on evals is god tier ratio, which is good. And it's end of the day on the eval, but then it goes trailing on funded. So you basically can lose $2,000 and you're done. And your buffer is like $2,600, I believe, right? Something like that. But I would say that doesn't it stop once your trailing max loss reaches 100, it locks there. So essentially what happens is once you make your MLL, which is 2,000 bucks plus 1. So once you make 2,100 in profit, then it stops trailing. It's just like all the other ones, right? Trailing is only for a little bit. So it's like your first day is the one that really matters, your first trading day. Take profits the same way. You got trailing drawdown, like $4,500 on these until you get past 4,500, and then it just stays static from that point. Or end of the day. I think TPD is static at that point. How far of a pullback I'm looking for? I don't know if we're gonna get one. Maybe not till Fed. If those of you are like, I'd like to short this, you know DD's the place to aim at. Yellow line's the place to aim at. I think that this might be that sort of place. I think with TPT, it's actually static after the buffer. And maybe my funded futures is rapid the same way. But the thing is that like the quicker the payouts, they gotta have some kind of catch you. You know, like something to deter you from just making infinite money out the door. But it's not really that bad because it's just one trade. So you have to basically wait for your first trade to be a really solid trade with no possible drawdown, you know. And this is the best trade to do it on, a liquidity pocket. I try to do all my buffer building on pockets. They're so solid, especially when all your arbitrage and your DD ratio all support it. So, you know, there's not a lot of like, you know, chopping around here. Usually it's pretty sharp, especially if VIX is in the right spot. So this is the time you hit all your buffers here. Oh my God, Papa Les! I wish IDOC was here to see this. My guy, man, you were so kind to us over here. We really appreciate you, man. We really do. Thank you, sir. All right, well, we got a big bunch of boot camps going forward. Thank you, man. What? Papa Les, my friend. Oh my gosh, show 120 bucks. So I want to match you with a $360 donation, $480 total. I'll donate $360 to the channel, to the team. That's 24 boot camps. May the 11th. All right. All right, guys, y'all got to type in. If you have not taken the Rock Scooter Bootcamp, it's a 20-day training session. It's 20 days for $20. It's the cheapest trading education on the planet. I make a fortune trading. I don't sell courses. $20 pays for like Slacks and Free and everybody. I don't make $1 doing this, but I love doing it. $1 a class. You want to learn from me? It's $1 a class. That's it. Because fuck all the Furus and Gurus. Yeah, the other day some Furu was like, would you like to compare affiliate sales? If affiliate sales, what are you bragging about how bad your traders at Watch you are? Like the highest affiliate sales is the biggest loser. I get it. People that lose the most. These people, it's getting goofier by the year, this industry, I'll tell you. But it's $1 for a class. You can learn from Matt Cowart. It's $1. It's $1. And that's it. And it's $20 for 20 days, every single day for a month. We get boot camp. It train you without stopping. May the 11th. The videos are pre-recorded. If you can't make the lives, they're right at market close, and you can watch them anytime. You can even watch them starting today. Compare their payouts. Yeah, I do see these people out there comparing their payouts. Like, how much affiliate money did you make? I'm like, oh, how bad of a teacher are you? Oh, that's a cool brag. How much your trading style doesn't work? I get it. And these kids that I get it. Everyone out there is struggling to make a buck, especially in the industry. Everybody out there is struggling to make a buck off of people for the most part. They're all struggling as traders for the most part. We're struggling to make a buck off people. Super highly competitive. People are going to find a way to poke at each other. When they start trying to compare affiliate paychecks, then I just tell myself, you know, that's where the meme where Jesus is on the phone. He's like, start the rapture. It's the end. It's time to go. The first boot camp has already changed your thought process. Oh, fantastic. What we focus on are 3 major principles of trading that are extremely important. Number 1 is trend identification, how to enter and exit a trade. Finding out which way the trend is going to we have really like math to tell you how to know it. And then entry points, pivots, right? Volume prediction techniques. Part number 2 is risk and position management, which is what size you trade, how big you trade, when you get in, when you stage in, second, third entries, where to stage out, where to stop loss philosophy, adjustment for volatility, everything. We train you on all of that. Last part's market avoidance, how to sit out. You don't know what's going on. That's extremely important too. So let me teach you all that in the bootcamp, 20 days. By the end of it, it should be grilled into your head that whatever you were doing before severely was lacking any coaching on position and risk management. A lot of trading like classes and courses you'll take out there are going to focus on charts. Here's the chart, here's the setup, take the setup. You ever taken a trading class? I don't know, guys in chat. You ever taken a trading class where you look at the market, or they like the whole trading class is, okay guys, here's the pattern. You look for this, you look for the liquidity high, the liquidity sweep, and then you go here, then you go here, and then you long. Guys, look, you long here. That's it. That's where you long. Guys, the class has been like this, right? It's like, get out your pencils, get out your crayons, let's draw on the chart kind of thing. Papa Les's message. Oh, I didn't even see it. Hold on. I don't see a message. Hold on. What message? Donated for an eval? Oh, he wants me to donate for an eval. Oh, okay. I didn't see the message. It doesn't have a message on it. It just says $100. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Well, you gave boot camps earlier, so I have to do the boot camps anyways for your dono. All right, so he wants to donate an eval. All right. Y'all are like spamming chat. I can't see it. Anyways, have y'all taken a class that's like this, where it's like, here's where you enter, here's where you enter, here's where you enter. It's all about like trade here, trade here, trade here sort of thing. All right, no boot camps. That's fine. Right. And you realize that you're still not winning at trading, and you wonder why, like, the trading education you had wasn't helping you, and you realize that there's a sad truth in life. Papa Les? Oh my God! All right, I'll donate for some accounts then. Fine, we will do. Papa Les, my man, donate. Okay, let me start adding this up. You've donated $220. Really appreciate that. And I have this tradition here that I donate 3 to 1 on the stream. So I will also buy $660 worth of stuff for a grand total of $880, which is roughly 10 accounts. All right, no boot camps then. We'll do 10 accounts then. No more boot camps. All right. So 10, or let's hit $100. Let's do 9 accounts. Oh my God. I gotta go get some accounts. I don't know what I'm gonna give y'all. We gotta come up with something. 10 lucid 50Ks. Let me see. Hold on. All right, let me go see if let me go talk to the guys at Lucid. Hold on. All right. Let me see what's going on over here at the. Let me see if I can get some lucids. All right, I'll do some lucids, man. Thank you so much for taking care of the community, man. I really appreciate you, bud. The guys here are gonna love it. They're gonna love it. It's Papa Les tossing in the winds. My brother from another mother. Very, very, very well. Tell AJ you need a free reset. All right, next time I talk to AJ, I will let him know.
Every future's traitor, a story to be told. A restless mind searching for silver and for gold.
Wait, I'm losing track. Oh my god, hold wait. Papa Liz! Oh my gosh. The love for the stream today. Wait, so that's 220 plus 50. Okay, that's 270. Times 3, that's 810 for me. No, 710. No, 810. 810. So I'll donate 810 to the channel. That's gonna be 1,080. So that's, we'll do $100 a pop. We'll make that like an 11 accounts. Oh my god. Wait, 370? Hold on. Let me read the super chats. Hold on. Am I off? Hold on. 50, 100, 100. 50, 100, 100, 100, and there was wasn't there a 20 in there too? Is that 350 or 370? Oh, let's give away Bonanza today. All right, I'm in it. Let's donate to community. 370. What? I better make some money trading today then. Dang. All right, y'all. Let's go. 370, and I'm gonna 3-to-1 that. 1110. It's 1110, right? Yeah, something like that. Bam. 1480. Oh my god. You know, I heard a rumor the other day. I heard 2 rumors the other day. First rumor I heard was that, how do we know Matt's like this gifted mathlete or whatever that he says he is? And so another two, there was a rumor somebody said, I heard Matt changed his name legally or something. These are 2 funny ones. I got some funny things to show you before we do the giveaway. Hold on. Hold on. I got some things. I got some things. I got some things for fun. They're just for fun. But I had these things and I thought about it was kind of funny. So let me satisfy the rumors of apparently somebody said Matt changed my name. So my name's always been John Matthew Coward. I've got my Matt ever since I was a child. I have this thing right here from my elementary school. Hold on, wait, look. I dug this out of my attic the other day. I have a box full of stuff. CJ Harris Elementary School, 1990, math, 2nd grade. Matthew Cowart. I've always gone by Matt. Matt's my middle name. John's the family name, but here's me. First place in gymnastics. 1985, 1986. I was 4 years old. With my name also Matt. It's right here. You see this right here? Look at that. Look at that. There it is. I found these things, but apparently the goofiness of things out there. Look, I was a winner when I was a kid. First place in math, 4 years old, first place in gymnastics. I don't get first places in life and stuff. I'm a winner. I could do balance beam. Look at this. First place in balance beam, age 4. Come at me. Come at me, trolls. Can't beat that. Now, 2nd place in creative writing. We don't talk about the 2nd place medals, but yeah. I also, in 5th grade, wrote a book. I wrote a science fiction. We had to write a book in our GT class when I was a kid. So I had to write a book, and this is like also my name down here. Look at this. Look how crazy. So it was like we had to write and bind our own book as a project in GT 6th grade. Look at this handsome fella right here. Look at this kid right here. Look at this guy. Look at him with his braces. Look at this kid right here. Isn't that crazy? Look at that guy. Look at this kid. First place balance beam. Writing books in age 5. This is the worst science fiction book written in the history of science fiction books. Oh, and the math thing. Oh, I've got tons of these. I've got boxes full of this. I've got boxes full of bags full of these things. When I was a kid. Look, these are all my UIL first place medals from, you know. This is not all of them. This is just some of them. I got a bunch. Again, these are all. Let me just pop one of them out. When I was a kid. UIL math, UIL math, UIL math. Gold medal at state. Number since 1999. Tons of them. Tons of them. Yeah, this is real. How do we know Matt's even good at math? My mom saved all my money. Look at this. Not only they know I'm good at math, I'm good at the balance beam too when I'm 4 years old. So anyways, what is UIL? Oh, it's the competitive math when you were kids. So I've got a whole box full of bags full of math medals and stuff when I was a kid. Fucking nerd. I'm a total nerd, baby. Should I take a short here? Papa Les, though, I love you. It made me think of it, though, the other day, because somebody was like, I heard he changed his name. And I was like, it's literally on my diploma right there. It's John Matthew, yeah, but the family name. I've gone by Matthew since I was a kid. It's always been that. Why don't you go by your first name? I don't know. Ask my mom that. She really wanted me to be a Matt. All right, we're going to do 10 giveaways. No, wait, hold on. No, more than 10. 370. Now I'm going to do 3x that. That's 1110. Oh, number sense. Somebody said, what is number sense? Mental math, right? It's mental math competition. So 1480. 15 giveaway accounts. 15. It's crazy. But I thought that was so funny. The kids loved it. Once we got like real, I guess, really big on YouTube, the kids like to talk. How I know he's really good. I was gonna look for my SAT score. Little paper they send in the mail. When I took SAT when I was 12. By the way, I was one of those kids. All right. You have a pile of papers your mom left you too. 17 times in juvie, 31 times total court date, 7 years of probation, and 2 years of house arrest. Your little ops from you. I was in juvie once, not 17 times, but I was in juvie one time for fighting. To graduate school, I had to make up community service hours from all the years all the classes I skipped in high school. To graduate high school, I had to go clean gym equipment at the YMCA to work off in the community service hours. 3 hours for every class you skipped, and I had hundreds of hours to make up. I almost got arrested for smoking on campus when I was in middle school. So I wasn't as bad as you, but I was sort of like teetering with trying to be bad. But it didn't last long. I turned into a good kid after that.
But miss the context. Volatility.
I did. I went to juvie for fighting. I spent 2 weeks there. All right. How are we gonna draw like 15? I was 14 years old. All right. I was gonna draw like 15 random people. People was like, my math teachers were like trying to reach out to the judge to be like, look, we need him on the math team. He's competing. He's a very good kid. Let him out early. They were very convinced that I wasn't gonna be able to compete in UIL mathematics because I was juvenile for fighting. I know it sounds like very Good Will Hunting, but I was a troubled kid for a little bit. My parents are going divorce. I discovered kids that liked heavy metal and they all did drugs, and I was hanging out with the wrong crowd for a little bit. Imagineth Pinnaker, man. Congratulations, my man. So I've been with you, dude. I took a slight slippery slope, but I kind of got my shit together in high school. But I was being very rebellious as a youngster. I was angry, an angry kid. Under those circumstances, it's hard not to be angry. So when you have good kids and your good kids go through a phase like I did, trust that you were a good parent, that you were good enough that they'll find their way out of it. A lot of times you don't have to push them too hard. They'll figure it out. So as an inspiration to parents out there, as I have an 8-year-old myself who's also a very brainy kid, who's also destined for great things, and he also has very deep feelings just like I do. He's sort of like that Anakin Skywalker, like he's, you know, borderline, can take the wrong direction and go with it sort of thing. Always worried about that. With my mind 100. But trust yourself as a parent that you did good by your kids, that they'll make the right decisions because you did good training them when they were a kiddo. Your dad was a co-leader of a gang and you were supposed to follow him, but you moved out when you were 17. It's really strong of you, man. And it's really hard to leave your family with circumstances like that. You know, you love your family, but you know, you make a decision for your future. Appreciate the evals on you. Yeah, me and Matt, we're giving away evals. Thank you so much, Papa Les. We really appreciate you. We'll turn this into like Lucid accounts or something. Either Lucid or My Fun and Futures, whatever we got. You know what the worst part about juvie was? I hated the food. And I remember I would eat ketchup sandwiches because that's the only thing sometimes is palatable. It'd be like sloppy shit on a tray. And they'd always have ketchup and mustard on the table in the mess. And we would go in there and I would just slather some ketchup on some bread. And that was it. And this is for the days of, you know, TVs and iPhones. You know, you literally were just playing board games and cards and gambling with your Cheetos. It was more like summer camp for delinquents. Wake up every morning at 5 o'clock, go out in the yard and do, you know, 2 hours of running and push-ups and whatever. Cup ketchup sandwiches. That's the way to do it. I won't eat that goopy, sloppy crap. If you want to give away a Curious, they expire. No, they don't expire. You should redeem them as quick as possible, though. You know, it's like me and my, you know, being 40 now. I look back at my life. I had a pretty great life. But for those of you, if you're splitting up and you have kids at age like 12 and 13 when families are splitting up, that is the worst possible time for you to be divorcing your partner. If you can, by any means whatsoever, at least from my point of view, I'll tell you something. You and your partner getting divorced and you got a kid that's between age 9 and 14, you're gonna fuck them up pretty good. That's the age you don't want to start messing with emotions, especially if they're a really good kid that loves you both. Hold out until they're like fucking teenagers, where it's easier. All right, Sam, what's up? You were 11? It depends. I took it pretty hard. I was like, fuck you, dad. Fuck you, mom. I do whatever I want. I was in that. I was like, I don't need y'all, sort of thing. And I found, then the kid goes and finds a family of like hooligans that are like, oh, come on, man, smoke this with us, bro. Okay, all right, listen to heavy metal music and get high. And I'm like, yeah, these guys are my family. It's just textbook shit. And I'm like, all right, you guys sound cool. Let's go. I like skateboarding. I like heavy metal music. I like Dungeons and Dragons. Let's just fucking fuck around and have fun. Wait, this is the opening theme song. Yeah, so, you know. Biswal. Akash Biswal. Congratulations. Congratulations. Black Swan is not a death metal band. Your daughter writes sources. You think it's the only reason she didn't go down a bad path? Been there, done that, Matt. Paul, you know what I'm saying, dude? You guys feel it? Guys, you know, I like to use my life as maybe if things that happen to me can be a guide for people. It makes me happy that I went through it. It gives it some deeper meaning. Trader 007 in queue. See how I didn't chase along there? Just waiting. It's Fed day. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Trader 7, what's up, man? What's up? All right, winners. We're gonna have Kyle, bro. How do I do the form with like that many people? Wait, what was it? 370, right? So 370 plus what was it? 14. No, 370 It's 1110. 1480. That's 15. How do I do 15 boot camps? I was going through my memory box the other day. I was actually looking for some playbills because I was in theater as a kid. And I was digging them up and show them to iDoc. And so I was going through this box of like all my little trinkets from when I was a kid. I've got so many things in there. When I was a kid, I used to write screenplays. I used to do photography. I did a little bit of everything. So I got boxes of stuff in the attic that's just like, my mom must have gave it to me. I don't know how many years ago. She's probably like, you want this stuff? And I kept it. I got all kinds of like, I don't even know some of these ribbons are. What the hell is this? I could be in everything, man. Papa Les, I'm right. Bro, like Papa Les. You're donating faster than we can give it away. My man. I'm just going to keep it on the screen. 420. He wanted to get to 420. That's why. My dude, I appreciate you so much, man. You know what's funny? It has a faint hint of cigarette. My mom's a smoker. So everything in her house has a faint hint of cigarette smoke. These have been in the attic and boxed up and sealed for I don't know how long. But it smells like my mom's house. I keep telling her she needs to stop. She didn't listen to me though. Math and science tournament, 1996. 7th place. Oh God, we gotta get rid of this one. This was a smaller tournament, I guess. How'd I get 7th place? I must have been not practicing too hard. Literary meet. Apparently I went to a literary meet. That's what this was. 5th place. Cool. Science tournament. Science tournament. What is all of this? You go through all these things. All right, spin the wheel one more time. Should I buy the dip here at the pocket though? Should I? Res is negative now. I don't know. Should I take the pocket trade one more time on this ES here? What do you guys think? Should I? The same trade from earlier. Wow, wow, wow. Rocky Mountain trades. No, seriously, dude. Calculator applications, 1998. What is this? Calculator applications, no year on this one. It's called the University Interscholastic League. When I was a kid, UIL is like, you know, you compete in sports and whatever. Sports, academics. I was like nerdy nerd. Nerdy nerd, like super nerd. Papa Les, man, you are the best, dude. You really are. You're really cool, dude. I really appreciate that. You thought it was Ricky Martin? All right, this is just a Lucid Pro. Everything else is doing okay. Everything else is good. Just to put something. Like I said, but I tell you guys, when markets are moving, I always wait. I never jump in on something. I wait for an opportunity. Tapping here. DD ratio is still good. Resilience is slightly negative on S&P, but good on NASDAQ. So it might fight one more time to the lows. I'm willing to risk this one. This one has like 2,700 of potential drawdown for daily loss limit. Whoa, 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 whoa. You mean hit it hard? Let's just go YOLO on this one, whatever. Let's go with 6. Although my entry could have been slightly better, but... Ramage trades. Will I support you if you start a YouTube channel that does like daily 3 to 5 minute meditation tailored to trading? Bro, I would 100% support you, and I try to find a way to integrate you into this community. That is a kick-ass cool idea. What's my confidence on this trade? It's still pretty okay, but it's not the best. I am losing some confluence here. And it's pre-fed. It can just completely die off. This is one account. I'm not touching anything else. How many accounts I'm giving away? Bro, I've lost count. Like 17 or 18, I think. Something like that. I'm completely lost count. Papa Les. Type it in. Type it in. Wow. Papa Les. You know, I need to go find out is like I get to go to some of those old videos of like my band when I was younger. My mom had a couple of them where she filmed me when I was screaming to a microphone. This is before the day of cell phones. At that time, we all had Nokia brick phones, so you couldn't really film something. But there are some videos that do exist of me in my metal band. Let's get this account positive here. Let me drop it down from 6 to 4. Just playing with this lucid one. Wow. I feel the love, man. I'm so thrilled, dude. I really appreciate it. The fact that you support our community, and those of you, not just Papa Les, but everybody here, y'all been so supportive of me, what the team has built, despite, you know, me changing my name and pretending I was good at math when I'm not. You guys still stuck with me. Y'all still stuck with me through all of it. My name used to be Flim Flam Peter Pan, and I changed it to Matt. It was less embarrassing. My parents were stoners, you know. But y'all stuck with me through all of it. Still supporting the community, and it really means a lot. To me, Brad and Neon, we love you guys. We've spent so much time, effort, and resources building the Gamma Exposure Tools and Rocket Scooter and building everything that we built. I mean, we're a research community more than anything. We get together, we build stuff, we work as a team. Let's take that scalp and close it. I know I make it look so easy, but nah, just saying. I'm just saying. Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
What's that?
I went through memory lane.
What the heck?
When I was looking for my playbills, so that one time we were talking about going when I was in theater, and I was looking for all my playbills. These are all my medals from when I was a kid. My mom gave me a box of my stuff.
I have some too. Can we put it together?
Yeah.
Can we do like a whole shrine?
Yeah. I have a box full of bags full of medals.
Oh wow.
That's one of the bags full of medals.
What is this for?
Nerdy shit. Don't make fun. Nerdy stuff. Nerdy stuff. Snowfall, your next winter. Nerdy stuff.
Like Meet the Fockers, where there's like a shrine for Lord stuff. Like
yeah.
little cup or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's only doing this to hide the fact she's going shopping. You were fucking busted. I knew it. Where are you going?
Where's your money?
Where's my money?
Where's your money?
Nothing. We didn't make anything today. Just go away. Go away.
Wait, I need to network.
I don't know. I don't know where my wallet is.
Well, if I
You always have it, so you put it somewhere.
Well, not this time. But anyway.
Mercules.
I need to network for. This is for the good of the business, okay? This is a business expense. You can't sell a product until you look like the product, right?
What are you selling? What's the product?
The lifestyle.
Oh, the lifestyle.
Why do you think I'm stacked right now?
Well, you dressing pretty good. You got the Bowie shirt on. You got the skirt on. You got the. What do you got? You get the Birkin going on here. Where are you going?
Kelly, I go shop.
Or is that the Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, that is the Kelly. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna shop with my mom, but I'm buying her a Dior purse. So I have to look.
With your credit?
Yeah.
Your mom's gonna like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wallet is downstairs on the probably by my computer.
What's my budget?
What's your budget?
Yeah.
I don't care.
For my outfits for tomorrow.
There's no budget. Just get whatever. Get whatever. Get whatever. Get your Ferrari owners luncheon for Ferrari ladies.
I don't know how you're gonna look.
They're gonna look like this.
Okay. Did you tell chat? I was filming myself.
Simon Fraser, you're the winner. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I was filming myself.
Hey girl, how's it
inside
going?
my studio, and he runs, and I'm doing this, like trying to get the best angle
I'm
of
just
myself, puckering on my lips, and he goes, "Babe, what did you do to your lips?" And I drew my lips really big, actually, with my liner, and he's like, "You did not. You did not."
I'm like, don't get facelift, don't get lip liners, just age gracefully. I'm not into the look. What's up, baby? Buy me a drink? Can't do it.
And then
Can't
he
do
was
it.
Like, I would fuck with
Can't
him.
do it.
I would fuck with you, and I would be like, "Hey, babe, I need some money for lip injections," and he was like,
I want a divorce. Never.
"Eventually, my skin won't be as tight anymore."
It's fine. Your mom in the 70s, she looked great. Looks fine. Well, she had a lot of work done. Your sister, nothing done. She looks great. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't look like you got stung by a bee. That's what everybody looks like. Everybody out there looks like they got stung by a bee in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it.
Like a
I can't do it.
sting like a bee.
I can't do it.
Oh, the girl is doing
Can't do it.
things.
Derek, Rodina, I'm losing track here. Kyle, how do we input like 20 people into the form? I need some advice. And if you for a live Discord drawing today, yeah. All right, congratulations. I don't even know how we're gonna input all these people in this new spreadsheet. I have to figure it out. Papa Les donated like $500.
What?
Yeah, so I'm donating the remainder.
Bro, we got a daddy in chat.
I've lost count. Because I match everybody's donation 3-to-1. So there's a 50.
Yeah.
There's a 20 and 50 is 70. There's 250. So it's 20, 120. Hold on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 420. 420.
Gabe, you're the winner. I know you're in chat.
So I'm donating 1260.
What?
Yeah, because I donate 3-to-1. So
Come your live boot camp. You're gonna have like a whole stadium worth of people sitting in there.
he's doing giveaways though. Giveaway accounts.
Oh,
That's crazy.
but these are not boot.
Copy the usernames from the right and paste them all together in the sheet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't even know what we're getting. We're gonna maybe some Lucids. How much? I asked the guys at Lucid to give me some for this. Outstanding, outstanding. What's up, girl? Oh, let me update the sheet. I forgot to update my little screeny shot from this morning. Hold on. Forgot to do that. Sorry about that. I'm flat. I'm not in trades right now. Everything's winning today. This is a good day. Steven Rutten, 1909. So this is good. These are all TPT Pro accounts. So that is 16. Wait, hold on. 7, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18,000 from TPT. And then roughly 10,000, 11,000 from, that's like 30, almost 30 today. Nice window of greens there. Yeah, no losers today. No losers, no resets, no DLLs, nothing. Today's been a pretty good day. Pretty straightforward, I think. Woo, feeling good. Ryu Quan, Half-Life. Halfie. Quan Halfie. I saw Half-Life, I got excited. What accounts are these? I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. We'll find out something. We'll figure it out. So this is liquidity pocket when I told you guys today, right? 90% setup here to here, here to here. You see how easy that was? What's the setup, Matt? What's the setup, Matt? Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Boom, boom to boom. So this turned into 900 bucks. I think that's this one after the commissions because this is total P&L. So, right there. So just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. 100%. Wait, 100%. Every time, just wait. Wait for the setups. That's my bread and butter, man. I love it. I'm so excited about the prop score stuff. Trading my time for a shot at the sky. Hoping this dream ain't just passing me by. Pickles at my feet, tail wagging low. He don't care if I win or lose, he just loves me so. The clock ticks slow, but the stakes run fast. Every small mistake feels like it might last. Moneymaker inspiration. With a good dog by my side, I'll weather the ride. Oh, the road feels long, but the goal burns bright. I'll find my way if it takes all night. Trading my time for a shot at the sky. Hoping this dream ain't just passing me by. Pickles at my feet, tail wagging low. He don't care if I win or lose, he just loves me so. I've learned to count my losses, let go of the past. A funded trader's life, it's all I ask. Pickle barks at the thunder, but he trusts the rain. I'll trust my own storms to bring me some gain. I've learned to count my losses, let go of the past. Funded trader's life, it's all I ask. Pickle barks at the thunder, but he trusts the...
Hi, my name is Dave, and I caught the dip again. I thought it was the low. It was just...
All right, my fellow knife catchers, type it in. Papales.
Minute heart skipped a beat, formed a little hammer, looked kinda neat. No confirmation, no real bias, but I hit long. Now I'm red in the face. Timing was thin, tape was slow, but something inside said, bro, just go. 20 handles later, it dumped on me. Should've waited for the MHP. Welcome to Knife Catchers Anonymous. We buy the blood and pray it's bottomish.
When you short too late, oh god, accounts liquidated. We do that fluency or nobody understands anything. Wait, you need to do what? What? What are you talking about? 8K comments today? Crazy. Crazy. Non-stop giveaway. So scalp to scalp, scalp to scalp, just A to B right here. 2 trades both times, nice and clean. Last night I nailed that big short and that volatile drop here. We're gonna keep in mind that today, as we go into FOMC, you got to keep your eyes on 1947 on May VIX futures contracts. It's a big level, key pivot level. If we somehow drop below 1947, we're stuck in a bull market for the rest of the month, which is good. I've lost track. Hold on. Right. Welcome to life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6. Wait, how many have I given away? I think I went over. Hold on. I think that's it. Hold on. Hold on. I think I spun it one too many times. Wait, 420, 1260, 1680. That's like 17, right? 1, 2. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oops, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we're done. I went over. I went over. Too many. Too many. All right, we're done. Thank you, Papa Les. That was fantastic, man. You guys are going to enjoy whatever it is we're going to give you. We'll find something to give y'all. Don't worry. Maybe some Lucids or something. That's it for the moment. That's it. No more typing. I wonder if I can do that the times. Oh, well, whatever. Man, that was crazy, man. Thank you so much. Our community is really going to appreciate that. We really, really love you, man. You're the man, dude. Math is hard. The earlier ones are boot camp. There were no boot camp giveaways. He changed this mid-stride. He changed this mid-stride. He was like, no boot camp. So we're giving away counts today. That's crazy, man. That's so nice. Papa Les, you are the man. You are the absolute man. Community loves it, man. We're so glad. And that's why I also really appreciate, because like I like to match people's generosity. I think it's really important to give people a chance. You know, you guys are struggling, trying to learn trading, trying to get up there, trying to grow yourself. This world is full of gurus and shurus and gurus and boo-boos and charlatans and people that are just out there trying to make a buck off of your journey so they can give a lifestyle because they didn't make anything out of their journey. And for us, it's about sharing the blessings more often than anything. I think the weakest thing somebody can do is flash your affiliate dollars in someone else's face. I think that's the lamest thing ever. You're just bragging about how bad everyone's trading. For me, it's give back. Give back, buy stuff, make a free service, $20 boot camp, free prop score. That's where my money goes, into building stuff for you guys. I really enjoy it. And when people donate, it really sort of like stands behind that motif here that we're really looking out for each other. You know what I mean? Not about making a buck. It's about watching people find their way in this world. It means a lot. Bam, 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 bam. Stay humble, stay hungry, friends. 2 free boot camp is golden for you. Thank you, brother Matt. Love you. Hey, man, I'm glad you have a chance to come to boot camp. Boot camp is one of my favorite things I do. I love teaching, and I don't know if it's an ego thing or whatever, but I just love being a teacher. I used to teach at University of Houston, and I used to love challenging students. I know it's very like Dead Poets Society of me, but I used to come up with like ways to teach people to learn and memorize so they would have like an aha moment. I was addicted to it. I loved it. I love people having an aha moment. Even teaching undergraduate chemical engineers like an easier way to see something complex, and they would be like, oh, that makes it so easy to understand. Like, aha. I think if there was one skill set I think I ever really had, it was the ability to take something very complex, either structurally, mathematically, philosophically, and sort of explain it in a more easier to understand way with analogies and stuff. You don't know, you guys are trading Rocket Scooter. You're learning some very sophisticated math without even having to think about it. There's a lot that goes into the mechanics of gamma hedging and delta hedging and Vanna and Charm and all these different things people here talk about. It's very mathematically crazy. It's overwhelming. How do you make use of all of that math, right? That's the hardest part. You can learn all this stuff about order flow and all the math that goes into, you know, thousands of little indicators and all these different services out there. But how do you make it usable in a simple sense? Trading, you're not sitting here with a pen and paper like solving equations while you're trading, right? You need some levels, you need some plan, you need repeatability, and it's got to be quick. So, check the announcements. Well, all right, hold up. Yeah. Well. You degenerates wouldn't by any chance want a live Discord giveaway drawing. Oh my God. Today at April 29, 2026, 4 p.m. today at the end of the day, giving away 5 more accounts. Oh my God. What do we got? Oprah Winfrey over here giving away accounts. You all get one. So apparently Discord, guys, do me a favor. They want you to go check out the Discord. Our Discord is just crazy big now. In a week, we're bigger than most everyone's Discord in just a week of being open. We already have a Discord for Rock Scooter, but this is for Rob Score. You guys all go here. It's massive. You guys don't have a place to call home while you're trading. Learn trading, learn from us, hang out with us, hang out with me and Neon and Brad and the rest of the crew. That Discord's big, active Discord. Post your payouts. Talk about your trading setups. Einstein said if you're not able to explain yourself to a 2-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. That's right. A master of their craft would have an elegant, like, answer to a question. It would be simple, elegant, to the point. Got like long-winded answers, you're kind of struggling yourself. Once you've mastered it, you can answer any question with like 1 or 2 words. How's res negative and price going up? So res means potential, right? So when you look at it together, res is negative, but price isn't going up. Price is still, let me show you. Where's my drawing tool? Great question. Let's dive in. Resilience is negative and we are below the box. That's really what your brain should think. Above or below the box. Not going up, going down. Remember, think of resilience as a sort of like pointer on a map. It's pointing here, pointing here. Resilience is not like your traditional trending indicator where up means up and down means down. It's a placement, right? So resilience being positive means this whole box is support, which is when I check this off, that's true. When resilience being negative, it means this whole box is resistance. Check. They're both true, right? So it doesn't mean, like, if resilience is going down, never say price is going to sell off. If resilience goes from positive to negative, then your brain says, aha, like if res goes negative on NASDAQ, you can say, yep, it kind of wants to be here now. Down here with res being negative, I tell myself it doesn't want to break through there, and it's probably going to resist. Which is why when we rallied to there, I closed out my trade because this says resistance, right? So I didn't narrate that part of it while I was doing that trade, but that's exactly why I closed out there instead of held. Does that make sense? That was Richard Feynman, one of the best educators. Feynman is absolutely goated, man. I love that guy's approach. I've watched so many videos of him just talking about whatever. Does it make sense on the explanation? So I use it for a couple of things. Number one is polarity through the box. Right now the box is resistance here. The box is support there. And this is just a construct of the tech stocks are rallying and not everything else is, right? So when I bought the liquidity pocket on this support, I closed out on that resist. If resilience was positive, I would have held through back to the top. Yeah. So I use that as like an interrupt inside of the pathway. So notice, do I take profits or do I hold through it? And when they're both kind of different directions, you can see they're both fighting those different directions right there. And it's kind of neat how well resilience can tell you that. And it just in front of your very eyes right now, positive resilience on NASDAQ has been supporting the box. Negative resilience on S&P has been rejecting the box, right? So you see NASDAQ's the stronger trade today. It's pretty neat, right? In a rational market, resilience is really good like that. You don't have hedge pressure breaks or DD band breaks or something. You get a really solid read on it. So basically, it's not like, okay, resilience is going up, let's be bullish. It's like, where is it? It's basically, it's like how much weight is distributed on the seesaw. Resilience is negative, the weight's over here. And ultimately, it might catch up with it, right? So the seesaw now is pointing to the bottom of the box, and half gap is that sort of break point. So this is really the support or resistance area, the halfway point, the middle of the middle. Res is negative, that's resistance. Res is positive, that's support. So today, this was support. Today, this was resistance, right? Neat how it works. So when they're together, you can say, well, S&P is trying to sell off, but it's still bouncing off of that area right there, which means NASDAQ is probably still bouncing on that area there. Now, if NASDAQ were to go negative, then that can be big for both of them, right? NASDAQ fill its gap, S&P drops to session lows, and you'll get something like that. Darb is positive, which means it's probably going to have a hard time selling off. You still have some upward push. This is probably still going to maintain the course until Fed. Is that explanation of the boot camp? Yeah, we teach a whole class on resilience, 100%. Like the entire boot camp covers all different pieces. Let me show you guys what's actually in it. Let me pierce the veil for y'all really quick. Give you a little tasty taste, a little sample of boot campy stuff. It's in here somewhere. Hold on. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. So here's the boot camp. So here in boot camp, you have, we give you this sort of starting point is this PDF, right? Where we show you most of our stuff is backed with data. We have like these published papers that we give you and you can read them. They talk about the edge and the strategy that we employ and the probabilities at which something happens. We give you all this data to kind of support what we say in the boot camp. That way, you know, we're not just making stuff up. You guys want to see the data behind what it is we do. It's a very sophisticated program. It's not really, it's not your grandmama's boot camp. I talk about the random trading challenge, how I committed to just randomly trading an account with ChatGPT choosing a random time for me. And I can't even do anything but long at that random time. And I did that on this stream back in November to support the boot camp. And during the time of the random challenge, I didn't lose money without a trading strategy to prove how strong risk management actually is. The most important part of trading education is risk management, position management. Imagine this, but 100K in account, ChatGPT says, you say, ChatGPT, the rules were, pick a random time between A and B for me to trade within the first hour. Then after I trade, we wait 30 minutes, pick another random time. Then I trade. After that is done, wait 30 minutes, pick another random time until the end of the day. And at the end of the day, every trade I made was ChatGPT says, trade now. I have a window. I have to long in that window. I can't do anything else but long in that window. Isn't that crazy? And this is in November, December, choppy flat market. So even randomly longing on stream for 3 weeks, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't lose money, which is exactly what you want to strive to do. My risk management was so on point. My position management was so on point. The only thing I can control is the size of the position. We teach you that. You guys are spending all your time. What's the magic strategy? The ICT, the orb, this and that. That's not what it is. The way that I win at trading is this. Even without a strategy, I'm making more money than most of you guys, right? I hate to say it that way because y'all probably are losing. But the point I'm saying is it's because you focus on the wrong thing. This bootcamp will have you focus on the right thing. How do you do this? When you don't even get a chance to use a strategy, how are you still not losing money? How am I not blowing it up? Because the market's just that way. All right, so we teach you guys the importance of that, and that's what bootcamp covers. Position sizing, mechanics, and the risk interval right out the door. We hit you with position sizing. The most important thing you're gonna do. All kind of papers, case studies, documents to go with it. Teach you liquidity maps, how to predict volume pivots, which is our software. We give you the probabilities at which some of these things happen on our back test. In a bear market, we noticed that, 3 out of 4 days support an MHP under all confluences, 9 out of 10 when you have confluence, right? 90% setups. We teach you the resilience, the thing I covered a second ago, or actually early today. We have a whole class on that resilience indicator right here to talk about this one. The box and the resistance, that's all here. Then, some of our indicators, monthly maps, commitment traders, DD bands and ratio. There's another aggregate tool that we have for futures. How to set up trade plans and be quick. Dynamic overnight hedge pressures, irrational when to sit out, rules you have to avoid the market. A lot of stuff. How to set up exit targets, entry targets, every single time setups, your 90%ers, trades I take every single time, 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 every single time. Because the probability is so high, I hit it every time, no matter what. And except we go through all kind of stuff, how to set up your stuff, what kind of news you read, the pre-market data you do, pre-market prep, VIX masterclass, everything related to adjusting your position to volatility conditions. I mean, it's pretty comprehensive. And now we're gonna have the new arbitrage indicator is gonna have its own class. And then we have this whole trader funding program masterclass on how to crush the trader funding programs. And I heard one person say that the people at Apex used to talk some mad mess about my bootcamp, because there's a whole part of my bootcamp that teaches you how to game the Apex system, how to burn and churn accounts when they're cheap at a 90% off sale and get an ROI on your investment with very little effort. Here's a class like that. So how do we calculate the stats? Backtest Dave. So the stats are compiled by members. So they're the ones that do it. The members put together documents and submit it to the community. So that's all member driven. The members are the ones that did the backtest. How do you get out of a losing streak even though you know the plan but haven't been able to hold, been over leveraging? Haven't been able to hold or been low leveraging after getting multiple payouts before a year. Any advice? It's random, dude. Convince yourself it's random. Convince yourself your very next trade you're gonna win. Don't even think about losing streak. The first sentence bash, you already doomed yourself to that self-fulfilling nature of lowering your performance. If you think you're on a losing streak, you're gonna behave like you're on a losing streak. The trick is to believe there's no such thing as a streak. And there's not. It's in your head. There's such thing as a winning streak. It's a hot hand fallacy. Your current iteration of behavior should have nothing to do with the previous iteration. This trade, there was nothing of the last trade. But in your head, you have some knowledge of the last trade, and therefore you might approach the market a little more cautious, a little more nervous, right? Because you believe you're on a streak. The trick is to 100% believe you're not on a streak. How do you claim your prize, guys? Okay, so you're gonna go to the Discord, my bad. Go to the Discord, everybody, right now. There's a channel in there to let you claim your prize. It's like called Claim Your Prize or something. They just changed the name of it. It's gonna be, claim your win. Claim your win. Bash, does that make sense? No such thing as a losing streak. You know why? I randomly traded the market and then lose money. Enough trades, you're gonna go 50-50 if you survive long enough. You should win half your trades. Probably. It takes a significant amount of effort, and you can try this yourself. Practice this in a paper trading account. Purposely try to lose money. I tell people this is a really fun exercise. Go get a paper account and actually take 100K and try to take it to zero. Just like you try to take it to 1 million. You'll have a harder time taking that account to zero than you will taking it to 1 million. You will struggle blowing up account if you got all the way to try it. Try it. Because if you can make yourself lose money, then you can easily make yourself win money. It's just as hard. So if you were on a winning streak or a losing streak, try to not think you're on one. Wake up every day with no knowledge of the past and hit it with the same ferociousness. Now, if you're losing money, that's just the nature of the luck of the market. I lost like 5 days in a row, you know, in this challenge. I've been there, but I don't go on day 6 and be like, I'm scared of losing, you know. Well, actually this time I'm kind of like scared of a ran, but different story. It's more like a physical choice to take some time off. Take some time off if you need to reset yourself upstairs, or even replenish your funds or whatever you need to do, and then come back forgetting about the streak. Never say you're on a streak. If you're on a losing streak, you're going to come in the next day and trade at half strength, half confidence, half everything, because you believe you're going to lose. You're already manifesting that. So you have to come in after taking a beating. You guys, you've seen it on the stream. Remember that day I took a beating? I was like down 20, down 30, down 50, then down 90 by the end of the day, 90K in a day. And every little sucker troll that watches our stream made a clip and video out of it. And then I ran up the account, $900,000 after that, and then shut those guys up. Have I let that sort of pressure get to me? Shit, I lost 4 or 5 trades in a row. Crap, everyone saw it. Crap, everyone's making fun of me. Crap, everyone thinks I'm a bad trader. Crap, my challenge is a failure. Imagine where you are is exactly where I was. You know what I did? I came back the next day, traded like it didn't even happen, ran the account up. You have to immediately, like Men in Black, you know, zap your brain, wipe it clean, go away, can't remember it. Let it go. Now, you know what your balance is. Adjust your position size if you're losing money, but don't let your emotions carry the, we call it hysteresis in chemistry. If you have a beaker and you do a chemical reaction and you barely clean it out and there's residue left in it, your next reaction will be slightly affected because of the stuff that you left in it from the previous time. Here we go. Something's happening. You want to trade it? I don't know. I just jumped in on the long there. Liquidity pocket. One more time. Fucking take it one more time. Every single time. Every single time. Every single time. The fuck that was. Telling you guys, you just wait long enough to get the opportunity. I make it look so easy, don't I? Don't I make it look so easy? No, in and out. I know it was only 300 bucks, but still. I'm telling you, just wait. Opportunities come left and right. As long as you wait, in and out, quickie quick. I actually longed and got out. 5-second trade. No way that was grabbable. I got 300 bucks out of it. I grabbed it. Now it's quick. I got 300 bucks. Liquidity pocket. Got a rocket in my pocket. Patience gets paid. In the middle of a sentence, middle of chatting, patience gets paid. Just wait. Opportunities come left, right. I've made this liquidity pocket trade 3 times now. Every single time. In and out. Let's do 4 times. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what's going on. No fear, no fear, no fear. Have no fear. Trust the numbers. Trust the stats. If I lose, I lose. It's okay, but trust the stats. Let's see what it is. I don't know what's going on. That's a lot of continuous volume. I actually don't like what I'm seeing right now. This is the way that it's got continuous volume on 3 different solid minute candles. Something's going on. This probably could fall pretty hard. Let me be careful here. Well, I just got 2. I'm not too worried about that. This is continuous increasing volume. Something's going on. Something. It's not a scalp anymore. Oh, your strikes in Iran. All right. Am I about to get fucked? Yeah, I don't want to play against Iran. Never mind. Forget that. So, yeah, I closed that out. Looks like that could be the big drop. Yeah. I don't want to fight the Iranian stuff.
Even the candles calm down now.
I probably should still be in the trade, but
Thank you, Matt.
nah. Smart to get out of the way of that, though. Let's see.
Starry lost, couldn't see the light.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Then a voice said, trust,
I don't want to go for it anyways.
show the way, that's where it began.
That ES looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. It looks really bad finding lower lows like that. Nah, I'll just sit out of this one. I'll take that little bitty loss there. You never know how people are gonna overreact to the Rand stuff. That scalp is pretty nice because it's a scalp. But once you have that continuous pressing volume is growing into candle decline. It's not necessarily a bullish reversal on that. Now it could be, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's... Again, I know I'm being a wuss about it. I don't even care. You never know what they're gonna think about their Iran stuff, dude. These traders go ape shit every time somebody says the word Iran. Yeah, maybe. Or are we gonna sell off in the Fed? I know the minute I push the long button, this shit's gonna crash. See what I'm saying? And that's the whole point about this market, right? The whole reason I paused the challenge, somebody asked about it, is because you're in a great trade, and then Trump says something and it goes the other way. You're basically flipping coins the longer in this market. It's really stupid. It's like the stupidest market. So smart just to, like, you know, kind of not be part of that. It's become the popular trade to short every time somebody says military action Iran. Trump is considering, he's just threatening military action, preparing for it if they don't consider. So tensions are getting better again. Don't fight against it, I would say. Get on the sideline. ES does look pretty terrible because it's found lower lows with increasing volatility, you know, and increasing volume into these declines. It's been a little bit of pre-Fed squeezy, so move this over here. Resilience is both with negative. I mean, I could probably take the liquidity pocket. You might, should I risk it? What am I gonna lose? This is a lucid account. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst? Nah, I'm all right. The volume on Nasdaq is scaring me. The idea that we had 1, 2, when the volume was increasing while it was sitting there, that's what I was telling you guys. The increasing volume just into candle declines. You know that there's a cascading selling right there. It's not just a single. Once we got that scalp and then we had increasing volume, I was like, all right, let me walk away from this one. Short and set. No. We don't short bull markets though. Let me just chill. It's probably gonna recover, which is fine. You guys know we don't do the shorty short on the bully bulls. Remember, if you wait long enough, you'll get your opportunity, and that might be an opportunity. I don't know, chat. What do y'all think? Is that an opportunity? Do we think that's an opportunity? What do we think? Your account got blown from that drop. Dude, I'm telling you, this is the reason I paused the challenge. No matter how good you're trading, Chump or somebody's going to hit you with something. This is good. This bottom wick here at declining volume. It looks like it's trying to reset back to the opening point of where that news started. Let me equalize at 270. Looks like the trade is back. All right, every single time liquidity pocket. I mean, it's looking all right. Do I? All or nothing. Let's go. Whatever. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Then whatever. Let's go. Let's run it. Run it back to pocket. All right, I'll be right back. It's only a Lucid account. I don't need to stop. I don't care. Don't tell me I don't wash my hands. I'll wash my hands, okay? Your sideline till pal. I mean, yeah, so for me, I'm gonna play it light with just some prop accounts, keep it light. I'll do one Lucid and one TPT. Lazy bum, you're a lazy bum. Let's see. It's looking pretty solid. This ain't bad. This ain't bad at all. And give my money. Give my money back, boy. Give me that more. Come on. How's Nvidia doing? That's all I care about. Nvidia is the stock market. Is Nvidia stable? Liquidity pocket. EST every single time. But resilience is still mad negative though. The smart thing is probably just to avoid this trade, but what else? What else I have? What else do I have to miss? Nothing to lose here. Did I hit my million target? I got up to like 790 prop P&L. From the end of December, I was down 130K after the first month, and then I ran it up 900,000 from the low. So it's for 870 or 8 whatever it was to 900 something. EST. All right. Oh, you know it. Can't play the song without doing the bandana. How do I look? Do I look Cobra Kai enough for you guys? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir. I can't hear you. Is it good short on M&Q? Can't give me investment advice, my friend. And my answer to that is probably not. It's good long setups today. This account up here, right here, is now up 5,000 bucks. So this one made like 4,000 on that dip. I'll tell you, if you just pay attention long enough and you're focused, you're gonna find opportunities throughout the day. A lot of you guys are forcing trades. You're gonna see something like try to force. Should I be long? Should I be short? Both the opportunities where I just waited and then something happened. Like, be patient. Things will come. How do I know what I've won while playing Papa Les? Your name would have been drawn. Stephanie, I don't think you won something today. Or sorry, Stefan. I don't think you won something today. Is it an investment advice if it's an eval? Yeah, technically speaking, if it's an eval, it's not investment advice. Well, technically speaking, the law is I can give investment advice as long as you're not paying me. I got free speech there. Technically speaking, legally, you can give all the investment advice you want as long as people aren't paying you. People are paying you. It's more than 15 people in a rolling 1 year period. You have to have a license, be registered. You have to have a license. Actually, not be registered. Just have a license. If you're getting paid. YouTube, it's free. So, when it comes to your paper trading, I would say don't short this shit. They ain't paying you. That's really the law. You know, good thing you can like walk around the water cooler and tell your friends to buy Apple all day long. There's no law against that. It'll work. You just can't accept money and give solicited financial advice while you're not a financial advisor. Paying with your time listening, that doesn't count. All right. Good deal, good deal, good deal. Making that money. Ooh, ooh, baby. Run it up. Okay, Lucid. How much do I need to make here for my payout? This is a Lucid Pro. I really need to learn. I need to spend tonight and actually go research how the payouts work on these. I don't know a lot. Flex I knew a little bit about, but Pros I forgot how much you need to. Let me trim it to half. Yes, take every single time. I love that song. One more time. I feel like other red candles might come out of nowhere. The stupid war stuff. Carry on, EST. I take this trade every single time. People wrote a song about it. This is my bread and butter trade. Liquidity pocket. Here. From bear zone top to bull zone bottom every time. I mean, there's such strong pressure there. with this ratio greater than half, it's just works more often than it doesn't. So I bought 2, closed out, then got in on 4, then jumped back to 2. 2 at a cost basis of 53, which is why I closed out a little bit. So 53, cost basis of 2 right here with 2 with the stop at 10 under. Trade from here, it's 1-to-1. Oh, chat. How to rate Hydra funding? I haven't tried Hydra funding yet, and I don't think we have it in prop score released yet. Speaking of red candles, I saw red candles popped in earlier today. I haven't seen him for a bit. Hope he's doing all right. He's a good dude. Does Rocket Scooter work on mobile? It does work on mobile, yes. It's not optimized for mobile, but you can open up the platform in a mobile app, almost like opening up a website in a mobile app. Do I ever trick the NQ trade if ES is LQ pocket? I just did that, Dirk. So I just did this. On S&P I longed and NASDAQ I longed in both of them. I'm currently long 2 contracts on S&P and I'm long 3 contracts in NASDAQ at the same spot. So since they're both were so different this morning, I'm spreading out the risk and trading both of them. Yes, sir. And a lot of times I'll do that if they're both like acting different, then I want to at least hedge my bet a little bit and put some of my effort into trading one and some of my effort trading the other one. Yes, sir. Can we just like finish the pocket off already? Let me profit that NASDAQ. I'm overstretching a little bit. I got 40 points on that. I closed the NASDAQ out. Let me just let the S&P ride with 1 as a runner. All right. That's it. I've closed everything but this last 1 contract. I don't know. It's still Iran stuff. I feel like I'm sort of like, I feel like I'm on the fence of just, you know what I'm saying? Do I see it going back down? Well, once we get that variable in that, you know, we could be bombing Iran or fighting or something, it could always be something like that, you know? It's like, you don't try, like when you're trying to get a trade out of an Iran tweet like this, or Iran news conference or whatever, don't be greedy. Like this, that's why I went from 4 down to 1. I'd be being greedy if I was going any heavier than this. In a heartbeat, like I'm telling you, while we're sitting here in a moment's notice, you can just have people say, you know, fuck this, you know, Iran, we're back to there. And it just becomes a candle that nukes, right? It's so dangerous once the news is in the moment, you know. Iran can say, oh yeah, bring it on, bitches. And then there we go. Like, that's how quick it can happen. So anytime you have that, you kind of want to be very skeptical of like what can happen. The only reason I took this long to begin with was every single time. But I'm not hitting it really hard because on light of the events that have happened, it's actually moving on news. It could be very violent from here. VIX is still in that place where volatility can be high, so. Threatening war before FOMC, yeah, crazy stuff. It's like, that Hormuz one is not a joke. Wait, what? Yeah, it's an absolute joke. What do you mean? Has nothing to do with the US stock market. I mean, as far as you're talking about geopolitics or like, you know, the war, we're not talking about politics or feelings or religion or any of that stuff. We're talking strictly US stock market here. It has zero to do with 500 American companies. So to think it has anything to do with the stock market's the joke. Now, it's a serious thing politically, but we're not politicians here. We care a little about that. You're talking about the market. Yeah. Definitely serious. War is always bad. I hate war. I hate hearing about it. But the fact that the market keeps moving against news like that is the joke. It's completely like crazy, irrational. Yeah. Every single whisper of the word Iran, the stock market is moving. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trump is just whoever, even if it's not him, even if it's the news outlets, whoever's spinning whatever, it always just seems to move the market at the right time. It's definitely some manipulation going on there. This is PA that tilts you, bro. Same thing, dude. Everything here is so good, and all of a sudden, you get shaken up by some news, and you can't even help. Dude, CZ, bro, I'm same boat as you. Oil's moving up, Iran tensions are flaring, market keeps going up. This makes no sense. Now you guys see how I have that sixth sense about like this market makes no sense, and I pause the challenge. I'm like, I'm not gonna risk my real money. I lost a pretty big chunk in my own personal account, my big account. I lost over $1 million trying to shorten that month and that week on my big account. Remember I was hitting it pretty hard, that yellow line? 2-3 days back to back to back, and I was betting for like tens of millions of bucks, you know. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna pause on this one for a little bit. So, you know it's weird, you know it's detached, you know it doesn't make sense. So it's always, the trick as a trader is to recognize that very quickly and just pause. Like stop betting on it and stop saying like, you know, it's gonna change every moment. Like pause for a couple months if you need to. Market will get back to normal when all this crap is over. So dumb, you went short all the war headlines. You saw that it was EST, this market is beyond you. It kind of is, man. It could still sell off from here. That's why I trim my position. Because the news is all random. You don't know how people are going to respond to this. My only bet is that because of FOMC and earnings, the market's not going to pick a big fat direction. But S&P's trading below session lows right now. Off of that news, and so you know S&P looks very bad, to be honest. If you want my personal opinion, it kind of looks bad. As much as I want to long this, I actually am convincing myself right now just to pull the plug. I'm cool. Let's just chill. Even though EST for a scalp, I kind of don't want to scalp in front of this big freaking steamroller. KT Mash, can you get interested, more involved, helping the community, interested in helping moderate anything that may be available? Work from home, it's easy to be here in each stream. Are you a Rocket Scooter member, KT? Are you a lifetime member or a monthly member or anything? How long have you been a member?
He's the king of the trade. Matt's on fire. You're getting paid. Orders filling quick. Contract stacking tall. E as an NQ. Flying is conquering it all. Trolls screaming fake out. You're gonna blow it soon. But he's listening close. Dancing to his tune. Liquid.
You're the monthly member?
He's ahead of the game. Turning red to green. Putting haters to shame. They can't take the win. Salty in the feed. Making dumb ass calls. Planning doubt like seeds. But Matt stays locked in risk managed. Tight turning trolls.
Okay. I'll make you a moderator for the channel. Welcome aboard. Congratulations. Karina will hand you your band hammer and your slippers and your robe. You have joined the cult now officially, sir. Ban people with a vengeance.
He's the king of the trade.
What is this? I got invited to the CQG Astros game every year. Oh, nice. Forgot all about that. May the 12th. So May the 12th, every year CQG, you know, the data company has a huge They have a big kind of like event for all their big customers. That's pretty cool. Pretty fun to go meet. This is like we're probably the only retail people that ever go to this event. Almost all of CQG's big customers. There's like basically people from all of these clearing firms and brokerages that you've never heard of. You go to these events. Last time I went, I networked with like dozens and dozens of people who I'd never interacted with in the day-to-day. But I met all these people from all these different places. I met people from AMP. I met people from some other, like they're all commodities brokers. So they're like physicals, oil. This one group, this dude and his small firm, they did oil transactions. And they all use CQG. Kind of a fun event to know. What I learned was how complicated the futures industry really is and how little I actually knew about it. All we know about is our brokers. Y'all might know prop firms. You might know trading contracts with whatever broker you're using. But there's the whole physical side of the market, the actual delivering of commodities and stuff. A whole huge industry that you know nothing about. It's crazy. How complex it is and how many layers there are to get oil to the door of people that are buying it. You know, getting wheat from here to there, getting cows from here to there. Use your squall if you become a moderator. No, you don't, because Farina has her squallet. Long from here. Nah, not this close to FOMC. This is the moment where we wind down. I think all the volatility is winding out. FOMC is going to be a pretty... I think that like earnings are going to be kind of the bigger movers. And I feel like the way that it's trying to trade right now, Wall Street is telling you it's trying to go down, at least with the S&P going down. It's trying to tell you something's happening. So I'm going to kind of stay light on this. I think it's going to be a coin flip which way it goes. So I'm not going to short it. Unless it pops to there for some reason, I have a pivot too short off of, then maybe. But what's the longest soonest taken to turning a profit from here? Well, you're gonna have to ask the community. Everyone's kind of different. I don't know. Brad tells his story because Brad's kind of like still a student, and he said he was here for about a year before he started being pretty consistent. He took off pretty quick. So Brad's a good example of somebody that learned pretty quick. You watch him trade every night. He's very consistent. When Brad joined the community, he was very green. He was just getting started, and he's on his journey to go full time, and he's making some money. He talks about his account he's saving up so he can trade on his own full time. And he's taking his payouts and building his account, and real excited for him. So some people are very quick. Some people just like, it's a person-to-person thing though. You know, everyone's different. Man home. You're an engineer? Hope to quit your job next year, man. Oh, that's cool, dude. I've been in exactly your boat where I'm working and trading at the same time. It's a hard thing to balance, like a complex job that requires a lot of attention and trading. It's hard. So kudos to you, man, because I know how you have it. I spent the first many years of my journey trading and working. Same thing. Been there. Brad was break even. Somebody said became profitable after Rocksuit about a year ago. Yeah. And when people realize they come through here, there's nothing. I mean, our tools are fantastic. Our tools are the best tools by far. They're predictive. They do all kind of cool stuff. But really what the magic I think is here is the position sizing techniques. Like I think that's what really everybody's game changing moment is. That they never had a reason to quantify or never had a way to quantify how big a position they need to have. Most of what I do in this boot camp is grill you on the right position size at all times. You'll have a way at any time to know hit it big, hit it small. And I think that that's probably the main break point for everybody is they start managing positions so well. that they become profitable. Because in reality, that's really what trading is, like the size of your bet. It's like poker is how you bet, not what the cards are given to you. So KT Mash, welcome to the mod squad. Here's the rules of being a mod. Pretty simple. Use common sense. That's it. Don't ban anybody. I mean, unless it is just absolutely crucial, like they're obviously trolling or it's a fake account or something, then whatever. If somebody's causing a ruckus or making a stink, we don't really care. Just use common sense. But as I tell people, don't overban people. People are frustrated because trading is hard. Somebody might just be in a bad mood one day. We all been there. Or be a degen, whatever. The pay is insane. Brad and Neon are great. Thank you for bringing them on. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad you like those guys. I'll let them know. Wait, you can't troll. You guys can troll. Y'all can troll all you want. It's welcome in my heart. I love trolling. I love being trolled. Some goofball came in the other day as, show me how much affiliate money you make. I was like, oh man. Oh my God. I bet you I make more sales than you. And I'm like, in my brain I hear, I bet you everyone that watches me is a shittier trader than people that watch you because of all the money they spend on emails. I'm like, yeah, we'd even ban that guy at time. People just say the goofiest stuff. Goofy fun. Let me just let him say it. Nobody. Goobers. Gonna sell to FOMC? I believe so. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. All right, friends. I think at this moment in time, it's been such a... Oh, I need to update the screenshot. Sorry, from the latest trades. I'm fully flat now. I close everything out. It's time to go, guys. I gotta go to MFTV. We'll be live. The Neon will be back here in a little bit. Hey, if Neon starts streaming when I get off at this point, would you guys like that? Would y'all still hang here if Neon jumped on like at this moment and was in a transition without an hour wait? Keep things going here. I know you guys come support me in my fun and futures, but it's kind of like hard to jump back and forth, right? I might ask Neon if he just wants to stream straight from this hour. Keep the fun going. In the meantime, friends, I gotta go to MyFunded TV. Kevin's posting that link if you guys want to join me over there. I do the lunchtime hour there. No matter what happens, no matter what happens in this market, no matter what the trolls throw at us, no matter what the haters throw at us, I'm still here. We're still growing. Next year, here's the goal. Brad will be bigger than Dakota. That's our goal. Brad's already the second biggest stream in the nighttime. Holy crap. Neon, on the top 3 streams in the afternoon. Holy crap. Us, second big stream in the morning. Holy crap. Next year, see if we can't get some number 1s on that. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for being here with us. Love you to death. I'll be back. I'll be on MyFunded TV. Neon will be here in an hour. Brad will be here tonight. Head over to the Discord really quick. They have activities there going on. There's a giveaway that you can enter there in the Discord. So head over to the Props Discord. We'll see y'all later.
It was me. Every time I broke my rules. Every time I knew better and didn't do better. That was me. But I didn't leave. They said you done. They said you done. I'm still here. Said you won't last. I'm still here. Seen this before. I'm still
Dollars, whatever the case may be on.
I'm still here.